Hey, we're on.
Hey, how's it
Oh,
going?
I was pouring my Pepsi. I wasn't ready.
Shut up.
All right.
No,
Hello.
just keep going.
Welcome to episode 3 of the Elusive Sasquatch podcast. I am Kyle.
I thought it was episode 4.
I had to look at
No,
what.
it's episode 3.
That's
Yeah,
what-
I know.
That's why I was confused. I didn't know if it was 3 or 4.
Fuck.
Start
I thought it was
over.
4.
Start over.
Wait, I don't know why I'm literally just saying in general. Did you really have to look
Yes,
to make
because
sure
he
it
looked
was
at me.
3?
He looked at me as if he was confused. So
I was confused because last time
thought
I
it was
thought
4.
last episode I thought it was episode 3.
I
Okay.
So
thought
did
this
I.
was 2.5.
Okay. Hello. I'm Kyle.
I'm Will.
I'm John.
I'm Matt.
All right. And the first topic we're going to talk about today.
Wait, we should say who's not here. Keith's not
Keith's
here.
still not here.
That
Eric's
is
not.
Eric.
Eric's not here. But
Eric
Keith
showed up-
Keith will be back next week for all you Keith fans. so-
Guaranteed. Guaranteed.
All the
Eric,
Keith
on the other
fanboys.
hand,
That's for you, Julia.
Yeah.
Eric, on the other hand, that's probably a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity that you'll see him on the podcast. So
Dude, it took us like 5 months to even get him to
Yeah,
come over my house.
it took him 5 months to convince him to go somewhere. So yeah.
Yeah. Well, here's our first topic. I
Alright.
have with me here a discontinued soda called Surge.
When was it canceled?
It was like in the 90s, but Coke brought it back. The backstory is this was like a sort of like Coke's response to Mountain Dew with sort of like
Oh,
edgy,
yeah?
edgy advertising
AV.
and stuff.
What does that mean?
It was made in like the 90s. It's like a radical soda, you know. But they
Oh,
discontinued
radical.
They discontinued it. But then but there was a group of people that wanted it back so bad they started a Facebook group and
Oh
it
my
got
God,
and it
wow.
got over 100,000 likes, I think. So Coke brought it
Jesus.
back for a limited time. It's an Amazon exclusive. So I was looking through Amazon one day and I happened to have $7 left on my gift card. And that's how much this can cost. So I just figured, you know, why not?
$7.
So I'm gonna break it open. We're gonna take a sip.
All right, take
and
a sip.
Then we're
Put it
gonna
up against the mic.
and then we're gonna talk
Listen
about.
to this. Listen to this, people.
Ooh,
There
you
you
can hear
go.
the old
Oh!
stuff. You can hear it all breaking out.
You
All
can
right.
hear the 90s screaming out of that
Oh,
can.
look at that.
Wow, it's all.
It
green.
looks like battery acid.
It-
Oh
So-
my god, it actually does.
wow, dude, this is really
No,
green.
you know what it
Oh,
looks
wow.
like? It looks
This
like
shit's greener than fucking Mountain
no.
Dew.
You know what it looks like? It looks
bright
like
green.
it
Here.
looks like if Jolly
little bit.
Ranchers
Pour a little
melted down.
Yes. Oh my god, it does. It
It
looks,
looks
like,
like Jolly Ranchers.
it looks like green apple Jolly Ranchers. So the topic we're going to talk about today, our first topic, is going to be our favorite discontinued foods, and we're going to talk about that while drinking some Surge.
Well, I'm not. I don't know.
Oh, Kyle
What
just
do you
took a
want?
sip. How does it taste?
I'm about to take a sip as well. So
It tastes kind of like 7-Up, I'd say.
yeah, let me take a sip.
Some really sweet 7-Up.
It definitely smells like it.
It's
Let me
pretty.
smell it.
It's pretty good actually. It's not bad.
Yeah, it's pretty good, but
Yeah,
it's got
you
it's
can smell the carbs.
It's good for like a 20-year-old soda. I gotta say that. I was expecting
it's
way worse.
it tastes like a mix of ginger ale, like
Yeah.
Canada Dry ginger ale.
It
with
does,
7-Up.
yeah. That's it. It tastes like ginger.
Now I
ale.
want to drink my Pepsi as fast as I can so I can get a sip of this.
No.
Yeah,
It's-
so do
it's
I.
pretty
Dude,
good. I like
if
it.
you wanted a sip, I've been looking at this for 5 days in my fridge, just wanting to take a sip of that. But I had to wait for you guys to come over so we could all drink it.
I pour a lot of Pepsi.
Here we
so-
are.
Oh, you didn't mix the soda,
Yeah, and
did
Keith
you?
can't be part of this magical
Ah.
moment.
Oh, this is like 20-year-old soda. Speaking of
Oh.
20-year-old soda, Crystal Pepsi is a good discontinued
Oh
food.
god, yeah.
But I never had that actually. It was made before I was
Are
born.
people
saw-
still like drinking that to throw up
No,
or
Yes,
whatever?
no.
yeah.
People are still mad that it's gone though. It was only around for like a year.
I
Mm.
saw
I
some
don't even
guy,
know. I don't even know what it was. Was it just Pepsi that's just like clear?
I
Yeah,
guess, yeah.
it is.
Well, we'll
I
never
never
know.
heard of it.
We'll never know because we can't drink it.
Some guy I watched on YouTube made a video where he was like eating all this shit, and he finished it off
Taking
by
a surge, this is
drinking
good.
Crystal Pepsi, and he immediately after drinking
know.
it,
He threw up.
throws up everywhere.
It's amazing.
Like it just shoots out of his mouth.
Mhm.
That sounds wrong.
That's a classic video.
For discontinued food, my dad used to buy them. They were called Doritos 3D. I
Yes, I love Doritos
What?
3D.
think. And they were like
What were those?
They
these
were
little,
like-
they were
okay.
like nuggets.
They
but
were.
They were hollow and they were Doritos.
You know like
And
those
they came in
bubbles.
cans.
You know like those bubbles that you get in like your chip. It
Yeah.
was basically a Dorito that was like that.
but they were
Okay.
But
purposely like that. They were so
purposely like that. They were 3D.
So they were like
They basically
pop chips.
yeah. They just tasted the same as Doritos though.
But
Nothing
there,
really
it was
special.
like when you bit into it,
Yeah.
the flavor would like explode.
Yeah,
in
it
your
was
mouth.
awesome. It was
so
like
good.
you know what it's like? It's like goldfish flavor blasted or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember
Like
those.
those are awesome.
Mm.
Another good one that's not any different is Cheetos Asteroids. I used to get those all the time.
Oh, those I remember.
Those
were
were
good.
awesome. They were in a
Those
can.
good.
They were little like
Hold
cheese
on,
balls.
I think I remember
cheese
those.
balls of
I think we
Cheetos.
used
They
to
were
have
awesome, but they discontinued them.
Oh yeah, now I remember those.
I got a
We used
great
to have
food
those.
that I'm really glad they brought back
Mm.
this year. Crispy M&Ms. Those are my favorite discontinued
Crispy
foods.
M&Ms are bad.
You know what they taste like? You ever had those cookies that have like the chocolate chips, but instead of like chocolate chips, they're like M&Ms?
Oh,
It
yeah.
tastes just like that, but it has an M&M. There's like a little bit of cookie inside. That's what it tastes like. It tastes awesome. I love it, and I'm really glad they brought it back. So thank you,
I should probably buy one.
thank you, Mars Incorporated.
Mm.
They replaced them with pretzel M&Ms, which fucking sucked, and I was really pissed.
Nobody really liked. I mean, they weren't
No
as
one
good.
liked.
They weren't as good. They were popular for a bit, for like a year and a half after they came out, and that was really it.
Why are they still around? No one likes them.
As to that, I have no idea why.
No one likes them. Got a good one that they also brought back recently. French Toast Crunch.
They canceled that?
They
They
canceled that? I didn't know that.
I had it once in 2006, and it was great. It was a great cereal. You know what it tastes like? It tastes like Cinnabon cereal, but with some syrup.
Yeah.
It's really good. And I got it at the...
I didn't know they canceled that. I actually didn't know that.
Yeah, no, they did. They canceled it like 10 years ago, but they just brought it back. It's it tastes great. It tastes better than regular Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I think.
I'd imagine.
It's my new favorite cereal.
For cereals that were discontinued, Oreo-O's.
Yes.
Oh my God,
those
yes.
are my favorite.
Those are great.
You can only get them in South Korea now.
That's great, yeah.
No, not joking. That's
Wow,
the
that's
place
the
you can
only
get.
place on the planet you
Yeah.
could get.
You know another
Oreo-
one that's
what?
discontinued? S'mores. S'mores cereal. You
S'mores
ever had
were
those?
good. Yeah,
Those
they were
were
good.
great. I can't
Trying
find
to
them
remember
anywhere.
what those were.
I don't know if they're discontinued. I just can't find them anywhere.
For a
Mm.
soda, I don't think you guys will know what it is. You know what Kas is? K-A-S?
Cass,
No.
It was such a good drink, and it was
No.
like, it was a soda, but I don't know, like,
Again, all these
I don't know,
sound
it was really good.
all these sound familiar
I
to
swear
me.
I
but
swear I've passed
heard
these like at a
Kas,
Target
they only
a
have
couple
them in
years
like
ago.
Spain now. Like
Yeah.
European countries.
Like I
have them.
swear I passed all these in like a Target a couple years ago.
Anyone want anybody want the last of the surge?
Well, I already.
Yeah.
I'll have it. I just want to
Anyone
finish
wants?
this.
Oh yeah, the rest is for John.
Yeah, the rest is for Johnny. He hasn't
Oh,
had
John,
it
just
yet.
drink out of the can.
Right, yeah.
Go ahead.
None of us
Oh,
drank
time
it.
to get AIDS.
He just reopened it.
Let's see.
Good thing
other
you
di-
didn't need your
You
finger to
got
open that.
syphilis.
Other discontinued foods.
Oh, it does taste like 7.
How about that Heinz purple ketchup? Remember that?
Oh
Oh,
god.
I definitely
ew.
don't. I
You
definitely
talked
don't.
about that in the chat.
That was gross shit.
that was some nasty shit.
That was gross shit. Have you ever seen that on like a hot dog? Like it's
Oh,
gross
God.
ketchup on a hot dog.
Oh my god, I just mixed the sodas and it tastes so bad.
Dude,
Dude,
it's
let me try
20-year-old
some.
soda.
Ah.
Why would you drink that?
Hold on, let me try.
Ah!
Dude, why are you mixing cola with ginger ale?
Ah!
Oh my god, Matt, you're an idiot.
They're both not even that good on their own. Oh, you're gonna regret this.
Here, should we all mix it?
Yeah, alright.
Alright,
Here,
well.
give me some Pepsi.
Fuck it.
Let's try it out.
It's not even that bad.
Really?
see.
For me, I don't know
No.
why. The way I tasted it was just.
Cause when I was a kid, I was dumb
It's
as
not that
shit.
bad.
Oh
Yeah.
man, I hate it.
I just mixed sodas all the time when I was a kid.
I
guess
used
it
to
was
too. But I hate people that do that now. That's fucking gross.
Yeah,
I never did that.
It's gross shit.
I hate 7-year-old me.
Yeah.
The worst thing.
It
I
The
hate
worst,
7-year-olds.
the worst
It
thing
has
I
a
would
bit
do.
of an
is-
aftertaste, but it's not terrible.
Yeah.
The worst thing
Right.
I would do is mix my cereals. That's like, other than I never used to mix.
What the
food.
fuck is wrong with you?
You
Like,
mix cereal?
who
You
Yeah.
fucking asshole.
Like I
cares?
put Cheerios, cinnamon toast
You wanna know?
crunch.
You wanna know who I always despised when I was a kid? You guys know what Lucky Charms are. We all know what Lucky
Yeah.
Charms are.
We still
right?
talking about discontinued foods or no?
We're kind of
I'm not-
transitioning.
We're just talking about cereals at this
I
point. But
fucking hate.
whenever I open a box of Lucky Charms, and when I pour it down, if there are no marshmallows in that,
What the fuck?
in
I
the bowl,
hate
I'm
the
Yeah.
cereal
I'm
part.
going to
God.
kill somebody.
I hate the cereal part. It tastes like AIDS.
My little
Fucking
brother,
cardboard.
my little brother used to pour all the cereal out in a big popcorn bowl. He used to
And
take
just
all
pick
the
out those
marshmallows
marshmallows.
out. And then he would
Yes.
put all the stuff back in the bag, so all that was left is the cereal.
What an asshole.
And my dad would get so
That's
mad.
your brother's
Yeah.
the worst kind of person.
That
yeah,
sucks.
he would just pick out all
That
the
kind of
marshmallows.
person.
and
Fucking asshole. I can't believe that. You know, another famous discontinued cereal is Yummy Mummy and Fruit Brute. Those you know, like Count Chocula and Frankenberry. They used to have
They
like
used to have. Oh,
they
wait.
used to have other ones like Yummy Mummy and Fruit Brute, but they got rid of them.
I thought don't they have them like?
You wouldn't know. No,
Like
they have them nowhere now.
really? I thought they had it in like Canada or something.
I wouldn't be
like
surprised if you didn't know them. They were made like in the 80s or something.
Yeah.
So real.
Excuse
Even if
me.
there are any boxes left, we'll never be able to taste them.
Oh my
What?
god.
What?
I just googled top discontinued foods.
Yeah, Surge.
And Surge was one of
Oh
the
no,
top
it's not
ones.
discontinued anymore. It's back.
Oh snap!
It's only on Amazon though. So if you have $7 to spare, you can get one can of Surge. Or if you have 40, you can get a 12-pack. So
Mhm.
Nice.
go for it.
Mr. T cereal is one of the top.
Oh, I love that.
Cereal.
Yeah. So is Shark Bites, Dr. Pepper gum.
Oh, they.
Oh,
Ew.
ew.
You
I
know,
hate
I
Dr.
like
Pepper.
Dr Pepper. but
Dr. Pepper sucks, dude. I, hate
I never
Dr.
liked.
I
Dr.
drink
Pepper.
Dr Pepper.
Ew, that's fucking gross.
Whatever.
We have it at Pizza Hut. Believe it or not,
Oh,
nobody
oh,
orders Dr.
oh,
Pepper.
Okay, I got a good one.
I've got a
What was the name?
story.
What was the name of that thing at KFC? That was a sandwich, but without any bread. The
I know
double
what you're
down,
talking
the
about.
fucking
Yes.
double down.
Yes.
Oh,
That
yeah.
was my favorite, and they got rid of it. Everyone fucking loved it, and they got rid of it.
Yeah, it was the double down. They
Oh,
got rid of that a couple
God.
years ago. Yeah.
God, that's my main problem with sandwiches. Like when I eat it, there's either too much bread or not enough like meat on it.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
like one bite will have too much bread, and one bite will have too
The
much
double
meat.
down
The
solved
double
that problem.
down just has enough meat for everything, and,
Exactly.
and
Yeah.
no bread, and that's perfect.
I mean,
They got rid of it.
we still didn't have KFC that often, but I still
No,
know what you're talking
I
about.
love
I
KFC.
no,
I had that.
I at the time I hung out with my best friend Rick because he lived up the street from us.
Right,
Every single time I'd go up to his house, like
Kyle got-
No, I
Like
don't
his
want
mom-
Pepsi.
every single time I go up to his house, his mom or his dad would come home with a bucket of KFC,
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
and we'd
That's
all
good
just
shit.
devour it in like minutes.
Dude,
I miss
KFC
Rich.
KFC is my
You miss
Rick.
it, Rick?
Yeah, Rick.
Yeah,
Sorry,
he-
I
You
you
miss,
miss
him
Rich.
so, you miss him so much you can't even remember.
Yeah, I know.
His brother was an idiot, but his older brother was really cool.
I
Shout out to Rick.
I absolutely
wherever you
love
are.
Shout out to
KFC.
Rick. I think
Shout out to the Colonel for the best chicken. I love
It's
KFC.
finger licking good.
Hey Rick, if you're in Missouri and you're listening to this, I think he's in Missouri. Or if you're somewhere else and you're listening to this, well, I mean, yeah, it's life's.
We have
life's
nine.
okay.
We have 9 subscribers.
9 fucking subscribers.
Most
Dude,
of them are
Shout
us.
out to Missouri.
Dude,
Shout out to the 9 subscribers that we have.
yo, shout out to whoever founded Missouri. You're pretty cool. Round of applause for Missouri, everybody.
There you go.
But,
Alright,
actually,
Missouri's the one with the lake, right?
so we were talking about Pizza Hut a little longer ago.
Oh
Yeah.
god.
So my
we always talk
mom
about pizza. when we're
has
in Missouri.
decided to never go to Pizza Hut
Good.
again.
Oh boy, this is a good story.
All right, so we were ordering Pizza Hut, which
Yeah.
I don't like Pizza Hut. I personally like
Good.
Capri cheese, and
No one.
So
That's,
my mom-
That's no one
that's
knows
New
that.
Jersey. Well, it's a local Italian
It's
pizza shop.
It's like a local pizza shop, not like big business.
Yeah, but
Just like Wawa.
I like Papa John's.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's a shit.
so my mom.
No, you like Papa John. You don't
I
like Papa John's.
That's true.
Everybody loves Papa John.
Shout
not
out to
the
everyone.
Pizza.
Shout out to everyone in Missouri who doesn't know what Wawa is. You're missing out.
It's like a 7-Eleven.
So the other 47 states that don't have Wawa.
Yeah.
All right, continue, John.
All right,
Sorry.
so my mom called. She
Mhm.
ordered 3 large pizzas, with 2 with pepperoni, 1 plain. And then the lady, the manager, whoever she spoke to,
Mhm.
said, "All right, that'll be $60 for 3
Wow.
pizzas."
Wow.
Oh
3
my god.
pizzas, $60. So my mom is like, "Nah, I'm looking right now on my phone on the internet, and it says $7.99 for each large pizza with under 2 toppings."
I think I was working that day.
We're under 2 toppings.
Wait, and what happened?
wait. So,
Well, okay, let John finish.
so my mom. So then the lady's like, "Nah, we've never had that special. It's $60."
He's
And my
just try-
mom's like, "What are you talking
He's
about?"
just trying to swindle your mom.
All right, let's
So
hear
then-
Will's side.
So then my mom literally just out of nowhere goes, "You know what? Fuck your 3 pizzas." And she hangs up and we go to Capricci's.
Absolutely. That's
Wait,
absolutely what
Will,
happened.
that was the exact same Pizza Hut you worked at?
What did he?
Yeah.
What did she
Wow.
We hired a new girl. Her name is Jessie. And she doesn't know shit about like
do?
how to work the ordering system on the
How do you fuck up that bad?
I don't fucking know.
Gotta
We
read the menu.
$60.
I'm looking at the menu right now and it doesn't say 7.
So
That's
yeah,
a 6. That's a 6
It was-
if I've
it
ever
was
seen
That's
one
a
of
one.
6 and
was one of those
a
moments
0.
where, like,
And a 0 and a 0.
it was one of those moments where like my manager's like looking over, like making sure she does everything right. And when my manager's just like, "All right, I'll let you get the next order for yourself," and she goes in the back. She goes in the back. I'm up front because I'm getting a drink for myself.
It happens
And I
to
hear
me.
her on the phone, and she's like, "All right, that'll be one large pizza plain and 2 large pizza pepperoni or whatever."
Is that what it was?
That's what it was.
Oh
That's
my
what it was.
god.
And so I go in the back, and I'm like, "All right," because I go in the back, I'm like, "All right, I gotta start making those pizzas now." All of a sudden, I hear her say, like, so, "Oh, I'm sorry, ma'am. That'll be like $60." I'm like, "What?"
Yeah, I'm sorry, man.
Apparently, she accidentally ordered like a
20 more pizzas.
No. She ordered what was it? She ordered 3 big dinner boxes, which come with a large pizza, a large square pizza, and 2 sides.
Oh, those like tray tables?
Yes.
Oh, those are cool.
It comes with a large pizza, a
Those
large
are
square
$20
pizza.
though?
Yeah, they
Oh,
are.
fuck that. They're not that cool.
And it comes with a large square pizza and
It
2
just has the Marvel
sides,
versus
whatever the
Capcom
sides are your choice.
theme.
And she accidentally put that, but and the size.
Doesn't it say like dinner box on it or something?
You think that?
Does it have a picture?
I don't work a front. I don't
What the
handle
fuck?
the phones. I just make the pizzas. But anyway,
People
so
are dumb.
Yeah.
that's what
awesome.
she did. And the next thing you know, she goes to my manager. And she's just like, the lady just told me to go fuck myself.
Yeah.
And I'm just like,
It's just like the one time that the manager leaves. It's just like, all right, that's 3 pizzas, right? Okay, 30 pizzas.
You seem like
That'll
you
be
can
$60.
You seem like you can handle the
And
register. I'm gonna let you take the next order. Okay, that'll be
was laughing
$60 for 3 pizzas.
I was laughing my ass off when
It's common sense though. I mean, each pizza isn't gonna be $20.
You guys
I
ever
have
dealt
another
with?
funny story when.
Wait, I got a good topic if you want to. If
No, go
unless
ahead.
you want to go.
You can go first.
I got a good topic. Okay, in spite of what that woman did, let's talk about the times where we went to like order something and the people who were like taking our orders were just fucking idiots. Do you have any of those stories besides the one you just told?
John.
I know I've got a lot.
I mean, there was that one time. Well, not really specifically. Well, yeah, it was the fault of the waitress. But
I've got
I don't know who to blame for this one, but it was me, my younger brother, and my dad at just some local restaurant. Rivoli's.
Oh yeah,
We were at Rivoli's.
Yeah.
And
Shout out to Rivoli's.
yeah, shout out. And I don't know what the fuck was going on in the kitchen, but it took us like an hour and a half to get our food.
Yeah.
And we were the only people at the restaurant.
Yeah, dude, Rivoli's is like quick with its service though. I gotta give it to that.
Not that day.
No,
Not
no.
that day when
I
we were
got-
the only people there.
I got a good one. We were at Quaker Steak and Lube, which is
That's a good place.
which
That's
is
a good
another
place.
place you people in Missouri will not know about because it's only in like 3 states. But this woman was carrying this big fucking tray of like just drinks stacked upon
Oh
drinks.
yeah, this is gonna end
And
great.
she fucking came across and like tripped and poured it all over one fucking guy just like that. Dude, if I was that girl, I would have killed myself. You can see her, she was like, oh fuck, and then she just ran into the back.
Yeah, that's understandable. Anyway, back on my story.
That's bad.
Coming off of what John just said when his mom told my coworker to go fuck herself.
Oh boy.
My manager Mike, this was 2 nights ago when I was closing, and my manager, actually no, not my manager. We got an order and they asked if we could cut the pizza into the shape of a heart. I guess these people thought it was like we're celebrating belated like Valentine's Day or some shit.
Can't you recommend something like
You-
you could add like a little thing if you're ordering online. You could add like a little thing. Like,
You can-
please
Yeah,
do
you
this.
could add like
like
a
a
little
comment.
recommendation.
I've seen
but it's
some
like,
people,
they
like,
don't have
you-
to do it.
Yeah, can
Yeah.
you like draw a dinosaur on the pizza
Yeah,
box?
stuff like that. And so they asked just like, can you make the pizza into a heart? I'm like, no, we can't because
Proposing.
I'm just like, and my manager just
We're
my
Pizza Hut,
manager
we're not
Kim, what's my
professionals.
other manager Mike, and she's just like, all right, call them back and tell them that we can't do
What's
that.
why can't you?
What?
Why can't you?
Because it's Pizza Hut and they're not professionals.
Yeah,
Well,
right.
yeah. I'm not. I don't cut the pizza. I just make it.
But
So,
you don't have to cut it. You could just like form the dough into a heart shape
I
and
mean,
like cook it.
I don't know.
It's baby shit. You people are terrible. I'm never ordering a pizza.
Good,
Fuck
don't.
Pizza Hut.
Don't fuck Pizza Hut. I'm with you.
They're
Next
not
thing you know,
professional,
you're
For
Kyle.
those of you who don't know, I work there, and
He
our
works at
pizza is
Pizza.
literally
You're-
fucking
I
think we-
cardboard.
I think
Not
we
anymore. Not anymore.
I
Not
think
after
we've
what you just
referenced
said.
the fact that Will worked at Pizza Hut in
We
every
referenced it
single
a lot.
episode so
We
far.
Yeah,
referenced it a lot, yeah.
Anyway, so he calls them back. My manager Mike calls them back, and he goes back to my manager Kim, and he just like, I was probably greeted the most, not nicest. Oh, my phone's going off like crazy. He's like, I was just greeted probably the most unprofessional way ever, and according to him, he answers the phone, and before he could say anything, the guy answers, and he goes, yeah, who the fuck is this? And my manager's just like, oh, this is Mike from Pizza, and then he's like, I'm here to call about your order. We can't make it into the shape of a heart. And he's like, well, fuck you guys and your goddamn shitty service. I'm never ordering from
I'm
you
going
guys
to
again.
Capri Cheese.
So he looks at my manager Kim. He's just like, I think that translates to I'm going to cancel my order.
Yeah, I think he's gonna cancel his order.
Yeah. So
How could you not make it into a heart though?
we just
It makes no fucking sense.
I wanted to try.
If I
my
know,
ma-
okay,
my-
if I know how pizzas are made, you just make the dough, put the sauce on it and the cheese, and like put it in the oven, right?
yeah,
Unless it's all
that's pretty much
frozen.
how you do it. Yeah.
Unless
No,
it's
it's
all
not. It's not. Frozen.
Dude, if Nick was here, he'd go apeshit on you.
Shout out to Nick. How's it going, bud?
So for
Nick
my
pronounces mozzarella like an Italian. It pisses me off.
mozzarella.
Mozzarella.
That's how he pronounces it.
Mozzarella.
I hate it.
So for my story,
Yes, I'll have some mozzarella sticks. I don't like. I'm gonna fucking kick you.
I'm gonna fucking kick your
I'm
ass.
gonna curb stomp you. Right now. Speak like a fucking normal person, please.
So for my story, it isn't really something the employee did. It was the person in front of me ordering.
Oh, yeah?
Oh boy.
So
Oh,
we
that
were
could
at
be another
McDonald's.
Oh, these are good topics. I got a good one
So
for
we
this.
were at McDonald's, right? Because it was like, I forgot what it was, but like a bunch of people were coming over to my house. So for the little kids, we got like a bunch of fries. And the guy in front of me literally says, "Yeah, I'll have 4 cheeseburgers without the burger." And I'm like,
Dude, that's like fucking Good Burger.
and I'm like, what
That's
the
like the
hell?
part from fucking Good Burger where he's like, "Hello, I ordered a cheeseburger with nothing on it." Well, dude, and there's no patty in the middle. He's like, "Well, dude, a patty is something."
But the guy did that, and then I thought, oh, he's just joking or something. So I turn back around, and he's literally walking away with 4 cheeseburgers with no burger in
Dude,
it.
so it's just a roll and cheese?
Yes.
Ew.
Oh god.
So he's just getting like fucking McDonald's plastic
This is why-
cheese on a wet bun.
This is
Yeah.
why we fucking wanted
That's
the double
gross.
down back.
This is why we need the double down.
Yeah. Ew.
Shout out
Because
to
of shit
KFC.
like this.
Ew. Do you have any stories about stupid customers in front
Oh,
of you?
come on,
Making
you've
a-
got
I probably
Some.
do, but I can't really think of anything.
I remember
right now.
John's face just lit up for those.
Remember
of you.
that boys and girls story? I don't want to toys can't be boys or girls when I worked at McDonald's.
Yes. That
All right,
was
so
awesome.
I was working at McDonald's, and
Nah, hold
I
off
think
on
I
you.
was working the drive-through. It was either the drive-through or the cashier, probably the cashier. So the lady comes up to me, and she like orders and everything, and she asks for a kid's meal. So then I say, "Would you like a boy toy or a girl toy?" And you're supposed to say that.
Yeah, I know.
And then she comes out of nowhere, starts screaming at me like, "Toys don't have genders. They
Oh.
can't be."
This is why they deserve $15 an hour. They deserve $15 an hour for
They
dealing
can't
with that
be
shit.
boy toys. They
sorry.
can't be girl toys.
That sucks.
So
Just
she ended up
toys.
yelling at me. She spoke to my manager and everything, and
What the fuck?
it just
dude?
went downhill from there. And then
Oh,
I had to
God.
give her. I literally had to say, "Here's your genderless toy."
Fucking agenders ruin America.
Oh,
They ruin
man.
America. Fuck you.
Matt, go on with your story.
I didn't have one. I'm still thinking of.
All
Dude,
right.
what
I
if
have a
she- What
lot.
if she was like indoors?
Thing is, I have a lot.
What if she was indoors?
on.
She'd be going to the bathroom, then she'd start flipping out because there were gender bathrooms.
I know I have. A,
Boys bathroom.
Why is there no urinal in the girls' bathroom? This is bullshit. I want to sit up to pee.
I want to press my pelvis against the wall so I can urinate.
What's up? All right, hang on.
Kyle's just-
Yo, shut up. Coming down here. I told you to shut the fuck up.
Oh, he did.
Kyle just yelled at his brothers.
Fucking fat ass. I hate my fucking abortion failed brothers. Fuck 'em.
Christ.
Alright, but the problem is that I have a lot of them, but I just can't think of
Oh,
any
boy.
of them. I can't think of any
yeah,
of
that's
the
my
good ones.
problem. Like, I have a lot of good stories. I just can't think of them when the time comes. Like, I know I have great experiences with fucking bad people at McDonald's or something. I know that, but I can't think of one.
Yeah, it's like it's on your tongue. You know.
Oh, wait. I got a good one. Me and my grandma were going to Burger King one day.
Yeah.
And she after we ordered our food, like, she was waiting for it and she went to the bathroom, and then like 2 seconds later she came back out like, "Fuck that," alright? You know, and she's like, "Cancel our order, we're going." And I'm like, "What's wrong?" And she's like, "Oh, the bathroom is
Oh.
fucking disgusting.
This
We're
just
going
reminded
down.
me.
We're going down to the next Burger King." So
This just reminded me because you know
Order.
how you said like if you order
Your
online,
grandma's
you can
such
add,
a
like,
nice
comment
lady.
I love my
for
grandma.
Pizza Hut.
Shout out
This
to your
was-
grandma.
Shout out to my grandma.
On Friday, just before we closed, we had an order, and I guess the person tried to be like the Kool-Aid man or something like that, but they just forgot the O, and it says underneath the order, it says
Yeah, with a lot of A's.
with a lot of A's.
That's weird.
I think they tried to be like the Kool-Aid man. But
Can
they
you
forgot
cut my
the O.
pizza into the shape of the Kool-Aid Man? No, sir. No, sir. We can't do that.
We're not
sorry.
professionals.
You cut my pizza into the shape of a circle. Sorry, I can't do that.
Oh, sorry, sir. That's way too complicated
Guys,
for us.
All we
blow
have
my
is
mind.
ovals.
Hey,
All we have is ovals.
Excuse me, can you cut my pizza in the shape of an oval? Whoa, back the fuck up, all right? I'm not a fucking...
I'm not Picasso.
I'm not a geometrist over here, okay?
I'm not
like-
the Picasso. of
I
pizza.
have a high school
Hey.
diploma. I can't do this shit.
Kyle is like, alright, I know you guys sell the square-shaped pies. Can you give me a rectangle shape?
back-
Whoa!
I just
Whoa.
passed high school, bro.
That's crazy talk, all right?
I failed geometry.
Calm the fuck down.
I was about
Calm
to
the
make
fuck
a
down.
geometry
Can you
joke,
make
but
my
beat me
pizza
to
in the
it.
shape of a cube? Whoa,
Whoa,
Can
bro.
you, can you
cubism.
give me anything close to that? Oh, I can make a 17-sided polygon. Oh, thank you.
You want like a Dungeons and Dragon dive?
Just make like a giant fucking like
Yeah.
ball.
Yeah.
But he
Oh,
can't
fucking
pizza.
dough. Ew.
But
Yeah.
he can't make an oval.
Yeah. They can't make a heart. You want, John? You had some topics for us. You want to tell us some topics?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Go
I'll
ahead.
say the one that we were all fairly interested in.
Mhm.
Strangest place you've
Mhm.
ever peed. That's my favorite.
All right, we can do that
That's
one.
awesome.
Strangest
Before you
place
even-
you've ever peed.
All right. I got my dad's face.
What?
There we go.
Oh, what?
I've
Yeah.
shat on my grandma's face.
I've pissed in my dad's mouth. Yeah.
How old
Topped
are
all
you?
your stories. Oh, that was like last week.
Oh. Oh, I didn't see that coming.
Topped all those stories. All right, seriously though.
Weirdest place I've ever pissed, middle of the street.
Yeah.
I
Middle of
mean-
the street.
Yeah.
I think I've heard this
Wait a
story.
second.
I got
were
a
you,
story.
Were you like on the grass or like the guard?
Oh no, I was in the middle of the
Or the
street.
fucking
Whipping your
yellow
dick
line?
out.
Are you
Yellow
shitting
line.
me? What the
Oh,
fuck?
I think mine's a little better.
I gotta tell you
Mine-
this story.
Where were you?
All right, this
Were
is
you on the highway or like a?
no. This is on like the street. This is on the street like where the middle school and the elementary school is.
Okay.
Anyway, so I was hanging out with my friends Eric, Rob, Chris.
Not the Eric from the podcast.
No, not our
Different
Eric,
Eric.
a different Eric.
Okay.
This Eric moved away a long time ago,
Okay.
and my friend Antonio, and we were walking from my house to my friend Eric's house,
Uh-huh.
and since it was a bit of a walk, we were like fucking around on the way there. We were talking about dumb shit, and so Rob looks at me and he goes, I'll give you $10. And this, bear in mind, this is when I'm like 11 years old and dumb.
Okay.
So $10 is a lot of money.
Your 11-year-old dick.
$10 is a lot of money in my 11-year-old mind. So I'm just like, he's like, I'll give you $10. You can go in this middle of the street and take a piss. I'm like, all right, deal. So we waited until there were no cars coming. And so I got in the middle of the street, in the middle of the yellow line. I was doing this to keep up with it. I was just like,
Oh.
was
Just running
pissing-
Oh, he was
sideways.
sidestepping on the.
I was pissing and sidestepping in the middle of the
Were
road.
there cars?
No cars
Okay.
passed by me.
Mm.
But
Imagine a fucking minivan
I'm pretty
pulls over
sure-
like, my kids are in the back. They can see your dick.
Kyle, dude, put the thing away. There are like
They
children
can
here.
see. I'm
So-
calling the cops.
so
Wee
I'm
woo,
pretty
wee
su-
woo.
Yeah.
no cars ever passed me. But I'm pretty certain, like, anyone who lived on that street and looked out of the window
Oh god.
saw my 11-year-old dick.
Ew.
Alright,
Probably
so,
got scarred forever.
Saw my
Alright, who's
11-year-old
Matt,
dick.
do you have a story? Because I think mine tops that one.
Is yours the one I'm thinking of when we were like?
It was on the top of a chicken barn.
No, that's not what I'm thinking.
Okay.
All right.
What?
Matt, do you have yours
I
or do
was-
you
I
want
was
me to
saying-
go?
I
time
want to
we-
hear the chicken.
The time
barn.
we were in Will's car and we pulled over and you got your foot stuck in the fucking mud and you ran back with your foot with your shoe off. We were both pissing in the woods and you got your shoe
Right
stuck,
next to a school, by the way.
you got your shoe stuck in the mud and you had to run back with like one shoe.
Yeah. Oh,
You're
that's
like,
natural.
"No!"
That wasn't weird.
You don't think
Alright,
so?
so for mine, so I was actually 9, so a little younger than Will was.
Uh-huh.
And so it was back in Spain. We have like this huge barn for
Mhm.
chickens, but it's on a slant, the roof.
Yeah, like
So-
all chicken barns.
So we have the water thing at the bottom, and it's right at the edge of the roof.
Uh-huh.
And
Like
I
what,
needed to fill it
The
up.
place where like the chickens drink.
Yeah.
So I filled it with my
Fucking
urine.
God.
So I needed to fill it up, but I couldn't get. But I was like petting the cat, and the cat was on like my foot, so I couldn't get up. Obviously, I was gonna bother the cat. So I figured, oh well, might as well. So I peed on the bottom, and it slowly rolled, and the chickens were drinking it.
God. What the fuck?
What the
dude?
animal-
I was 9.
That's got to be some sort of like
What the fuck?
animal
dude?
harassment of some
Uh,
sort,
after-
right?
after that,
it's gonna be
they-
some sort
it
of
was-
animal abuse.
After
was-
that, the chickens started disliking the piss, so I had to like empty it with
Oh,
water.
I wonder
and stuff.
why. God.
Only-
So,
only
John,
2 of them
it's
drank
official.
them.
Episode 3. John made chickens drink his piss.
This is not fucking water world. That's actual piss. Like it's not Kevin Costner piss that turns into water. The fuck is wrong with
It's
you?
okay. It was light yellow, not dark yellow. So,
Oh god.
so it was more water.
It doesn't matter if it was fucking clear. It's still piss. God
I was
damn it.
9. I didn't want to bother the
It's
cat.
different. It's a different country. They're
It
used
didn't
to-
matter. I still bothered the cat because I
If you were-
slipped a little and the cat like kind of flew a little bit.
If you were in India, they wouldn't care.
They would not give a
people
shit.
Oh,
shit in
I
public.
don't think this is the
People shit in public in India, wipe their hands with their left,
Oh,
wipe their ass
speaking
with
of-
their left hand, and like bathe together in
Speaking of,
big
like-
public pools.
Speaking of going to the bathroom in public, my friend Brandon told me a story when
Oh
he was
boy!
in
Oh
France.
good. I wanted to hear this.
Yeah, I told you this. Wait, actually, he told you this when we went paintballing. So I'm not sure if you remember it though,
Is this
but
the one with
He-
his
he was-
teacher that was drunk.
no.
We talk about
well,
that
it
one
was,
next.
Yeah, we can talk about that next because I have a lot of European
Well, I
stories
have
my
a-
friends told me about. Anyway,
Right,
so
right.
he said my friends over the summer they went on a week-long trip to Europe with one of my teachers and a bunch of their students, and the first day my friend Brandon was in Paris, the day the bus dropped them off in front of their hotel. Bear in mind, this is the street of their hotel that they're going to be living in for Paris, which they lived in for like 4 days. So
Okay.
as soon as he gets out, he grabs his stuff. He sees like a small yellow stream of water going down the street. And he's like, oh, wow, the water doesn't really... And he's like, sewer system must be leaking here in the street.
Oh,
And he
God,
looks
what the
up.
fuck?
And there's like a, like, I don't know, young adult or like late teenage girl with no pants on taking a piss in the middle of the street. This
Tell
was
us
the
this.
day
I remember
he
this.
got in Paris. He's like, well...
Oh, God.
Welcome to Paris.
That's
He's
a good
Louis.
He's like,
introduction.
well, welcome to Paris from, you know, that chick. And
Jesus Christ.
Pissing in the street.
another story he told me is that 2 days later, they first got to the Eiffel Tower, and
this is a good
like
one.
they were all like
I love
freaking
this.
out because they were.
This is something that happens at our school when you become a senior. Like at the end of the year, you could pay to take a senior trip to some place like Europe or something.
Yeah, it
And
changes locations every year.
Yeah, it changes location everywhere, but it costs like $2,000 to go.
Oh yeah, it's expensive.
But if you go, you can like go to Paris or something or
Oh,
This
yeah.
year
fancy
it's in,
countries.
And
this year
the
it's in
teacher-
Barcelona.
the
I
And
think.
teacher-
even
This year
and
it's
most
Spain,
people,
Switzerland,
Yeah.
Italy,
And
and
England.
England.
yeah, and most people pay because there's different drinking ages there, and you
There
can
are,
drink
yeah.
there. That's why. But continue with your story, please.
So,
Speaking of drinking,
So yeah, this is the good part of the story. So like like I said, like all my friends are like there and they're freaking out because like, oh my god, it's the Eiffel Tower.
yeah,
Because they're just like,
that's how they talk.
because I was talking with my girlfriend like and her friends, they're all just like, oh yeah, I want to see the Eiffel Tower so bad. That's the only reason why they went on the trip. Some
Yeah.
of them because they just wanted to see the Eiffel Tower. And like
Those are good
when they were
kids.
they were on the line to take the elevator up to the top of the Eiffel Tower, the teacher that runs the whole trip walks up to them and stumbles a little bit with a bottle of vodka in his hand, and he's like, hey, you guys are gonna go up there in the tower. I'm gonna be across the bridge in the building that says bar on it. And you guys are gonna fucking be up there. And I'm gonna be over there. Okay, see you in 3 hours.
Wait, you forgot the best part.
And Morty, I'll be in the bar
As they were
across
going up
the
on
bridge.
as they were going up on the elevator, they heard him
Morty.
shouting USA,
Yeah.
USA.
Yeah, yeah.
Then they
He
could see the guards coming towards him to escort him away from the
He's
Eiffel
just
Tower.
like, yeah, as he starts walking towards the door, he starts stumbling a little bit. He's like, USA, USA, while
That's
like,
awesome.
while like the bottle of vodka's still open, so like
Yeah.
vodka's going
All
everywhere.
over his shirt
Oh,
when he's
God.
shaking his hand.
That teacher's an alcoholic. I'm just saying.
Yeah, all right,
Way to
John.
go, John.
Anyway, so another story.
I've seen
He's
that-
like the real life Rick.
He is.
He really
I've
is.
seen that
He literally,
teacher.
and he's a teacher at our high
He
school.
is. I've seen that teach. Can I tell a story that he told us?
Yeah, sure, go
First,
ahead.
I'm gonna say like, I've always seen him like pour a little bit of like Smirnoff in his fucking coffee mug in the morning.
Oh yeah, he does.
I've always seen
Does
him.
he have a flask?
I think he does. Actually.
That'd be amazing.
I think I've
If he
seen-
just whips
I
out a
think I've
flask.
seen
and
it in his pocket. I've seen it in like his pocket, in his back pocket.
It's the
A
same
good
teacher.
story is
Go ahead.
one when he was like it was when he was like first starting out, I think, and this teacher was walking past a hallway, and she could see two people on top of each other. Like she could see someone's legs, like someone like on top of someone. She could see the other person's legs. So she thought like, oh god, someone's in a fight. Like one guy's on top of a guy beating the shit out of someone. So she turns the corner. And she sees a fucking girl riding someone's dick in the staircase. And
Is
Wait,
it the
where was
D
this?
wing?
and
Is
she
it the
fucking
D
where was
wing?
this?
probably the D stairs.
Was this
But
in
she
our?
fucking-
This was in our high
It's in
school.
our high school. She
This is
fucking,
amazing.
She's like, ah! She fucking runs away and screams. They were in the principal's office, and the guy's dad started hitting him across the like, you fucking idiot, and they got into a fight.
Oh my
Also, I
God.
just mentioned the D wing because in our school there are pretty much
D-stairs.
cameras at every staircase.
Oh
and
yeah,
everything.
cameras are
But
everywhere in
there's
a school.
one
Except for the D
staircase.
stairs.
There's one staircase, the D wing staircase, where there are no cameras, just a bunch of like
Those
mirrors.
those mirror things you see in like Target or something.
Yeah.
yeah, like the big ones where you could see behind you.
But those
next
aren't.
to
What's
you,
at the
everything.
bottom of the
Those
stairs,
are
like
not
at the top?
cameras though. They're just.
But
they-
yeah, they're just
mirrors.
there,
They're just
and
there.
that's where everyone fucks.
That's where everyone goes to make out and fuck. And it's horrible walking there in the morning because there's like 3 people making out next to all of the mirrors. And when you walk past them, they like stop and stare at you until you like get out of their line of sight. It's horrible.
Yeah, one time you guys
As
know.
if you were the person.
As if it's
Hold
my
on.
fault. I'm sorry.
Do you
My
guys-
apologies.
I'm
I'm,
gonna
using the
ask you guys something.
stairs.
Do you guys know who Victor was?
Who's Victor?
No,
Matt, do you remember him?
I don't know.
Victor-
He got kicked out of our school.
no.
He was a year younger than me, and he had like
Ooh, I gotta kick it out of the school story. If
no.
after you- after you-
Anyway, so there was this guy. His name was Victor, and he went to our school.
Victor.
I'm the only one that remembers him because he was fucking hilarious.
Okay.
And one time when I walked down the stairs, it wasn't the D-wing stairs, it was like the A-wing stairs. And he was, as soon as I knew he was there because one, I smelled weed.
Oh
And-
no.
And as soon as I turned the corner, this motherfucker is smoking a joint right at the bottom of the staircase.
Oh, I have a joint story.
Fucking idiot.
Right as soon as you're
And-
done.
I actually got
Believe it or not, the day after that, I didn't see him in my chemistry class. And he wasn't there for the rest of the year.
Oh,
It didn't
Jesus
take me
Christ.
it took me, I put 2 and 2 together. I'm like, well, he's gone
Why the
forever.
fuck can't you wait until you get home, dude?
The thing is,
Yeah.
he showed up for one more day when I was a senior. For one day, he was walking around like before homeroom, before like school officially started, and he got confronted by both.
Security guard?
No, not the security guards. It was Provo and someone else.
Okay.
Probably Sincata.
Can't name
No, it was
drop.
another. It was
Gotta
another.
censor that.
It was another guy, history teacher. Anyway, so he got confronted by both of them, and they both escorted him to the to the principal's office,
God.
and I didn't see him again. Anyway, go on. Your
Never again.
kick out story.
Okay.
He is presumed dead.
All
He
right.
probably is.
It was this kid called Anthony who was a huge fucking dumbass wigger who was like a douchebag and tried to show up in front of the girls, and he was a troublemaker to say the least. He was a huge cunt. And, the thing that he got kicked out for was he was in one of his classes, and he like reached his phone under like the female teacher's like dress and took a picture of it, and did that with all the female teachers that he had that day and posted them on Instagram.
Oh,
That's
Holy
why,
shit.
and then he got kicked out for that.
Holy shit.
Fucking idiot, God.
what an idiot.
So I have a joint story. Are you done with your story?
Yeah, that's it.
Alright, so
I'm
this
glad he's gone though. 'Cause he was
Oh
a
yeah, I
douche-
don't blame you.
He was an
I think I know that
He
Anthony.
was the guy that we played volleyball with freshman year. Remember? He was
Yeah.
screaming at us like freshmen suck, and his voice cracked.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Freshman
He was
suck.
such a
That's what it was like.
He was such an annoying
He was
prick.
shorter than me though. That's when I was a freshman,
Everybody's shorter than you though.
which is weird.
Yeah. I'm shorter than you.
Yeah, that's true.
Alright,
ahead,
so
John.
Alright, Johnny
this
boy.
was high school soccer. This was last year. I was a sophomore and this kid was a junior. We'll call him John Doe.
Oh god.
no one will know his real name.
So
that
John
ought to
Doe.
fool.
Well, his name has nothing to do with John or Doe.
Oh my God, really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's awesome.
Alright,
so
so John
that's
Doe.
great.
So John was a heavy smoker of the marijuana. He smoked a lot of weed.
I see.
So one day, I go into their locker room to change into my equipment because we have an away game against. Well, I'm not gonna say their name, but they're an all-boys Catholic school who are really good. Like they're way better than us, but they have no girls, so we always make fun of them for that. But so I walk in and I notice like an odor, and I see everyone like jumping around and stuff, all pumped, and I'm like, all right, what's going on? I look, and John Doe is smoking a huge blunt right there, right before arguably the biggest game of his high school career. And then I'm like, oh, screw that, I'm getting out of here because I don't want to, because everyone would have gotten in trouble. So I get my stuff, I change real quick, and I go out. So now I'm here with my friend Will, and not this Will that's with us.
Was it
That's
the
it.
other Will that we were with earlier?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
All right.
So we're
Cool.
there, and all of a sudden I see my coach walking towards the
Oh.
thing. So now I'm freaking out because I'm like, if we get in trouble, we're gonna have to forfeit the game. We're gonna have to forfeit the whole season.
Jesus
So I'm getting
Christ.
so nervous. I'm sweating, and stuff.
You're
And
so-
then all of a sudden,
Why didn't you stop the coach?
because he was already there. He was
Oh,
already
okay.
walking in. And then all of a sudden the team captain comes out and he's like, oh, what's wrong, coach, blah, blah, blah. He gets everything. And then the coach turns around. So then I'm like, oh, my God. Our captain just, saved our lives. So anyway, we're
Andreas, wasn't he the captain?
Nah,
It's
he
John
was,
Doe.
it was
That was the
someone
captain.
else. No. But,
With his pitch red eyes.
Yeah.
What's up, coach?
so he was an African-American fellow.
Oh, I know what you're
And
talking
he's
about.
he doesn't
Was
really
he actually
speak,
African American, or is this
I know,
John?
yeah,
is
he
this
was.
John
No,
Doe's
he's
identity?
African. He was born in
and
Ghana.
he doesn't really
Wow.
he doesn't really speak English very well. He's got a heavy accent.
Yeah,
so
He
our
just tongue
halftime
clicks at the coach.
Our-
Shut the
So
fuck up.
our halftime came a little earlier than theirs, so I'm sitting there, and then their halftime blows, and all of a sudden I see this John Doe crying, and I'm like, oh no! So then coach pulls him over, and he's like, hey, what's wrong? And he's like, coach, I am so sorry I didn't get to score. And then he starts crying
I'm so sorry I didn't get to
I'm
score.
sorry, coach. No.
If John Doe ever listens to this, he's gonna fucking kill you.
Yeah, but it
We
was
didn't
so
name
funny.
drop.
So everyone was like, oh man, looks. And so everyone starts getting nervous. And then he just I forgot what he did. He sat at the end of the bench away from everyone. And then he continued to play, but Then he like struggled to breathe, so he had to stop.
Yeah, I
Pretty
wonder
funny,
why.
yeah, it's pretty funny, man.
That's awesome.
With his limited lung capacity.
Yeah. What other topics you got, John?
Filled with the devil's
Oh yeah,
lettuce.
it was
Topics on your phone. What do you got?
if your life were a sitcom, what would it be called?
Oh God.
Fuck.
Default
Oh
white guy.
shit. I'm not sure if you guys ever watch any of these like memes on like Twitter or something like that, and it's just like college
I'm gonna
life.
stop you right there. Stop. Next person.
All right,
please.
well,
Look who's
Thanks.
talking. You're wearing a shirt that
Thanks.
says "Don't Kermit Suicide."
That's
and
a
it's a
good
picture
shirt.
of Kermit the Frog.
Fuck off. This is a good shirt. It's not a meme. Fuck off.
Well, it's not really a meme. It was just a video I saw. It's just like the life of a college kid, and there's a guy going shit, shit, shit.
I saw that.
Shit,
I
over and
saw
over and over
that.
again. I'm not gonna lie. That's exactly what college is.
It's epic.
I saw it. He's
It's-
everywhere he is. He's
it's
just
over
like,
9,000,
shit,
bro.
shit,
Oh,
shit,
fuck off.
shit.
That's literally what college is. I'm not
Yeah,
gonna
I've
lie.
seen that. You ever see that Vine where it's that black guy in class and he's just like, fuck, and then like the
Yeah.
entire room goes
Yeah.
silent.
Yeah.
I saw this. You ever see this one Vine where this teacher walks out of a room and every single student picks up their desk and throws it at the door to like block it.
That's
And this
awesome.
one guy's like, "Yo, put more stuff there. Put more stuff there."
That's-
Yeah.
I gotta go pick up my daughter. You're excused.
Oh, I love that one.
I saw this one video where there's like a little pothole in the class,
Mhm.
and the teacher walks
what?
out, and they lift the hole, and all the kids are going into it. And everyone's
How big's the
escaping.
pothole?
It's like big enough for a person to fit.
What the
So
fuck?
everyone's just going through, and I don't even know what happened out of that. It just cut off with like only one person in the class, and he's like, "Yo, fuck the class," and he just goes back in.
What the
and
fuck?
I'm like, "What the hell did I just watch?"
Where's a
What?
fucking pothole in their class?
I don't know.
Whatever.
All right.
Is that your topic?
It's pretty funny, yeah.
Alright.
What other topics you got?
Yeah.
I
I
should
don't
go check.
got any.
Well, we have a certain dumb thing
I
I
don't
told
got
you
any name
about
for a
the,
sitcom, I'm
the-
sorry.
What the
the
dumbest things-
asexual thing.
Oh, should we talk about
I
that?
want to talk about asexuals.
All right,
Well,
Go ahead.
I mean, it's
How
an
can we
interesting
talk about
topic, though.
something that doesn't
Asexuals
exist?
don't give a fuck. Hey.
All right, well,
Thanks.
Okay.
I got you.
Well,
So,
should we talk
should,
about?
should I explain the backstory of it or not?
Yeah, you could do that.
All right, a
talk
friend of
about the
mine
question.
who will not be named for personal reasons.
It's John Doe.
Shut
again.
up. A
No,
friend of
it's
mine
Jane Doe.
who will not be named for
It's
personal
John
reasons.
Doe, but it's not the John Doe that John was talking about.
It's a different John Doe.
It's got two N's.
It's spelled
It's
J-O-N.
J-O-N.
Anyway, so let's not name drop him, please, because
I know, we're not.
All right, good.
I don't even know.
He just got out of a very long relationship with his girlfriend, who
Oh,
was
that guy.
asexual the entire relationship, and he
John.
knew.
Wait, she was asexual?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's my response. I was in the car with Will, and we were going. No, shut up. Listen,
What?
I was. Look at the audio.
Look at the audio spike. I can't believe this. What the fuck?
No!
What?
But
She
anyway.
looks like fucking Dobby from Harry Potter. No wonder she's asexual.
Oh my
Crazy.
God.
No,
Chill! He watches
Alright.
this! He
Alright.
watches this!
No,
But
Oh,
anyway,
we gotta
anyway,
we gotta
when-
cut that out.
when
That better
Will-
be edited out.
He watches this!
Anyway, so
But when Will and I were going to pick up John before we came here, and Will literally told me, "Oh yeah, by the way, her name, insert name here, is asexual." I was like, "She is?" And then he's like, "Yeah, you didn't kind of figure that out." I'm like, "I had no idea because she was in a relationship." And then I started thinking to myself,
Oh, I'm back.
please edit that out. I don't want him to kick my
He
ass.
almost
Please.
said his
I don't
name.
think no, because we're 43
Dude.
minutes in. He won't last that long. He'll
Yeah.
probably fall asleep.
All right.
But anyway,
It wouldn't have lasted that long.
I got thinking when we were driving to John's house, and then when John got in the car, I thought of like the new most impossible question to answer ever.
Okay.
Like, you know how there's like what came first, the chicken or the egg? It's like one of those
Oh
things.
no, that's a possible question to answer. I heard it was like
Whatever. It's
Alright,
like
fine, I'm
among
sorry.
the same
Apparently it's
context
the egg.
where it's
no. Apparently it was like
Oh God.
the chicken, or no, it was the egg laid by something that was not a chicken. It was like evolution.
All right. well,
Continue,
Go on,
please.
Matt.
But
Sorry.
anyway, so when John got in the car, I literally said, so in a relationship where the girl's asexual and the guy asks the girl out knowing she's asexual,
God.
whose fault is it? Is it the guy's fault for asking an asexual girl out on a date and expecting to get something? Or is it the girl's fault for saying yes to a relationship when she's asexual?
I think it's the guy's fault. She
Really?
can't- I don't know. She can't help it, I guess.
But she's asexual.
Yeah.
And she knows she's not going to get anything out of it.
Well, no, it's more, relationships are more than.
Well,
just
she
having
doesn't
sex.
want to get anything out of
Exactly.
it.
Relationships are. John looks at me like.
Yeah, so
Oh my gosh.
that's the story.
It's definitely the guy's fault though.
That's the story that we really got. But anyway, like
Was he really expecting to get some?
I don't know.
Yeah, like you'll get it. You'll get over it. Like, come on.
He honestly, he said it not like right away, but he said eventually he thought he was. He's not gonna lie.
Yeah, it only took a year and a half to get nowhere.
I don't know. He said that he connects with her very well. Like,
Yeah,
I
like,
can
they
respect
had a lot
that.
of like similar.
I'll tell you
middle
what. He
school
doesn't
problems.
connect his dick with her ass.
God damn it,
He
Kyle.
says that.
Damn it,
Don't
Kyle.
please don't watch this, John Doe. I'm sorry.
We already said his
Whatever.
name.
Don't
No,
tell.
you
Don't tell.
Yeah,
Jane.
you literally just said his name
Stop
like 2
himself
seconds
before.
ago.
I stopped myself.
I'll cut it out if he does. But
Cut it out anyway.
You're
just to be
Aristopolis.
cut it out anyway, just to be safe.
Sounds like a Star Wars planet.
Christopolis. Christopher. Chris with a C.
God damn it.
I don't know why it's so funny.
You cut this all out.
Please, yeah, just cut this
Alright,
all
guys,
out,
let's
please.
start over.
Alright, fuck you.
Christabel.
Okay. Well,
Alright,
anyway.
so I guess, should we just talk about another subject, I guess? Like,
Oh, we can't top this.
we obviously not, but
You know how we can? Fucking corn.
Oh boy.
Shut up.
Nah,
Not yet.
let's. No.
Oh wait, we don't have corn because Kyle doesn't have corn in his fucking
Oh
basement.
yeah, I'm an idiot. I'm sorry.
we were idiots
Got
for
any
having
more
corn.
topics, John?
I don't know why it was even there to be honest. It just kind of appeared.
TV shows?
Oh
Favorite
yeah.
TV show?
What is your? Oh yeah. Top 3 TV shows.
Okay. I was gonna.
Who should start? Should we go clockwise with
Yeah,
Kyle?
sure. I don't really have a
I guess
list.
we should like have a TV show
It's
and
hard.
list your reasons.
It's hard
for
to
that
think.
TV show.
Yeah, let's just name like a good TV show because I don't have like a top 3.
Prison Break.
My shit's always
Shut up.
changing.
I love the show Prison
I
Break.
really like Sunny with a Chance.
Oh,
It's
fuck.
a really good show. No, I like Breaking Bad's probably my favorite show.
Breaking Bad. Breaking Bad was my
I
number
don't think
2
I've-
favorite.
I don't think I've ever met a person who hates Breaking
That's
Bad.
true. Yeah, I
But that's and the people who do,
unless they haven't watched it.
and the
I've
people
only
who
met
do are probably those kinds of people who don't watch anything else.
Yeah.
I've only
Yeah.
met
Who
one.
don't clearly know what good television is.
fuck.
I've only
They have a different opinion than me. They don't
Fuck
fucking know.
I've only met one, and his name isn't John Doe. It's Juan Doe. But he watches anime and stuff. But he said he hates Breaking Bad, yet he's only seen 21 minutes of it.
Oh, okay.
How?
He only watched the first 21 minutes and determined I hate this and stopped
The
watching.
top 3 shows that I've ever watched in this order are probably Game of Thrones, Narcos, and
There's
fuck.
another show I gotta watch. Game of Thrones. It's not on Netflix though.
Yeah.
Yeah, we already discussed
You know
That's
this.
the only
what's-
reason
you know what's
I
on
don't-
Probably
Netflix
Breaking
now?
Bad.
You know
Probably
what's on
Breaking
Netflix,
Bad.
though? Better Call Saul. And
Yeah, it
fucking
is.
Better
great-
Call Saul is
it's
a great show.
sequel series. 'Cause
I'm gonna-
It
you
has
know
a
what?
bunch of nods to Breaking Bad that really, like, it doesn't distract from what's happening, but people who watch Breaking Bad before will be like, oh yeah, I get that. Yeah, you know.
Yeah, I
Like,
think
there's one part with Tuco. Tuco comes back. Shut the fuck up. Tuco comes back, and if you watch Breaking Bad, you know there's a part where he freaks out on like one of his friends for like saying something and beats the shit
because
out
he
of
was
him
high as fuck.
and kills him. Because yeah, Tuco was high as fuck on meth, and his friend interrupts him and he beats the shit out of him and kills him. And one part in the show, he's talking to some people, seeing whether he should kill them or let them live, and the friend like interrupts him and he's like. He gets up in his face like, "Don't ever fucking interrupt me again." It's like little things like that that
Yeah.
are really good. And the
Well,
show's good by itself.
My top 3 is Breaking Bad, American Horror
Yeah.
Story, and Prison Break.
Why don't we just talk about Breaking Bad? Because I'm pretty sure that's.
Let's
Yeah.
just.
Yeah, we've
It's
we've
so
all
good.
watched Breaking Bad.
I'm just
have
gonna
we?
give my reasons why I think I like my shows. This is Game of Thrones, I like it.
Mhm.
The part where I had to pay for HBO is a pain in the ass, obviously. But the
Yeah.
show itself, I've
It's
watched-
good to watch though. Like it's good.
yeah,
it's
it
good.
is.
Well,
I've watched shit like Lord of the Rings, like and stuff like that.
Yeah, we were
That's
raised
why,
on that shit.
That's
Mm.
why that's why I love like Game of Thrones so much. Cause it's very very similar to Lord of the Rings, and the fact that like no character is really safe. Like
Oh
people
yeah,
can, like, love,
people die.
I
People
love
die.
I love
in Game
shows
of
like
Thrones.
that.
and
I
like
hate 'em,
where
I
you
cry.
like they build up this one character and he's just like, oh yeah, this character's great.
Like-
He's got a great backstory, and then he has like history,
yeah.
and something happens, like he gets married or something like
I
that,
know.
and then he gets killed.
I love shows like that because they always keep you on like the edge of your seat.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
the thing is
Like
that
it's like no one's safe. It's
Breaking-
not like it's gonna be a fake out like, oh, they're safe because they're a main character. Like,
Yeah,
anyone
exactly.
can
the
No,
thing is that
for the most part.
Breaking Bad kind of had that with a lot of good characters.
Yeah.
Like,
Kind of. Yeah.
can we talk about spoilers? It's been over for like 3 years now. We can talk
Not
about Breaking
after
Bad.
It's
being
not their
that
fault
long.
if they haven't
For
seen
Game
it.
of Thrones, no, we can't.
Well, I'm not
Look,
saying
listen,
Game of Thrones
listen,
because Game of Thrones is still going on.
All right, I'm gonna do this. Like, if you want to skip the spoilers, just skip to this time. We'll do like a time frame thing. Like,
Okay.
We
thing.
probably
We'll put
won't.
like a link like.
I'll probably forget.
We'll
Okay.
probably
But anyway,
won't,
like, obviously Walt and Jesse, they survived the entire show, right?
Walt
doesn't.
dies.
Well,
Yeah, until
Walt
the
dies,
end.
yeah.
in the
Until
last
the end,
second,
yeah.
in the last
Well, that's obvious because he's diagnosed with cancer and he's gonna die anyway.
well, yeah.
But the thing
Uh,
is,
he- almost
you sort of know from the beginning.
a lot of the
that
other
he's
characters aren't safe because Mike dies. And he
Mike
was an
dies.
important character.
Mike was that was.
I
No,
love how he
that's
goes
what I'm
at it.
saying.
He's
No,
just like,
that's what I'm
shit.
saying is cool though, because like even if you're a main character, you're not
What-
safe.
What
That's I'm
Breaking
saying.
Bad does is that it introduced a lot of characters, built them up, and then they died.
Yeah,
That's what they did.
which was.
It wasn't. It's not as hardcore as Game of Thrones, where it's like, oh, the main fucking character is dead.
Well,
Yeah,
the main
yeah,
character,
that's what
the main
it's
character
like
died
for-
in Breaking Bad though.
Well, he does, but that's like
You were
like,
expecting.
that's a whole
it,
that's the whole plot of the
You were
show.
expecting
Who,
it,
Walt?
Yeah.
basically.
Walt's
but
dying,
you
so that's the whole point
you
of
saw
the
it
show.
coming
The best thing
right
about
from
it,
the
I think, is like how it's like, is how it transforms from like him being the good guy to him being the main antagonist, and you really grow to
Oh,
like you grow to like hate him, but you think like, oh well, he's not as bad as the other bad guys that he's trying to kill. You
Yeah.
know, so you
and he's
sort
doing
of
it for family.
you sort of
well,
root
he
for him
was until
until
a certain point.
yeah, until like the certain point when he was just doing it for himself.
Oh.
That's what's interesting.
I literally just thought of another character. I'm surprised no one mentioned this. Hank.
Hank, yeah.
I loved
Hank.
Hank.
Hank is
Yes.
like the second main character behind Jesse.
Pretty much, yeah.
He's
Yeah, I
the third
like
main
Hank.
character,
Yeah,
arguably.
Hank was
Jesse, what do you think happened to him?
Like at the end when he
Yeah.
drives
great.
off.
I think he
Your
turned
prediction.
I feel like he turned his life around. Honestly.
I feel like
Like, I think he
After
goes back.
that-
I think he goes back to like his girlfriend's house where like his girlfriend was killed, unfortunately.
Yeah.
It's back to his quote unquote
Rock.
son, I guess.
Rock.
Rock, yeah.
Because you
I'm
never
pretty
know what
sure-
happens to him.
Yeah, you don't know what happens to him.
What was her
Because-
name? Valerie, I think.
No, Andrea. She didn't.
Andrea.
Characters who did nothing wrong. Number
She
one,
got sh-
Andrea. She did nothing wrong. She didn't deserve it.
And she got shot by Todd.
I
She
know.
just got
I
hired
hated
from
Todd.
Todd, I
Todd
hate
was-
Todd
Todd.
so much.
Fuck
Todd's a
Todd.
pussy.
Hey,
Todd was the
you know who
biggest
he, you know who he
asshole
looks
in
like? He looks like Matt Damon, right?
He does, yeah.
Fuck
Also-
Matt Damon.
Matt Damon.
Fuck Todd.
That's what I'm talking about though, because you like hate Walter, but you're like, oh well, he's not as bad as Todd. Like Todd's keeping
I-
Jesse prisoner, and he's killing innocent people.
Like
No,
Walt's
for
a
Todd-
piece of shit in
Walt's a
that
piece
show.
of shit. He is, but he's not as bad as Todd.
For Todd, I really liked Todd until
Like,
he shot
Todd
that kid.
straight up
I know.
killed the kid.
The kid,
He straight
as
up
soon
shot
as
a
he
kid in
killed
the
him.
face.
No, I'm talking about the kid on the dirt bike.
Yeah,
That's what
that's
I'm
what I'm
saying.
talking about.
That kid, as soon as he killed him, I was like, yo, fat pussy.
I'm
As
so
soon as
I
that
was
happened,
so
hate him.
happy when Jesse
Fuck him.
strangled
I
him.
wanted
to
him
death.
to die harder. I wanted Jesse to like hurt him more.
Shoot his knees out.
Yeah,
I would talk about people dying on Game of
it was
Thrones.
satisfying
but,
as hell to watch, but I'm like, oh man, I want more. I want Todd to die.
More death.
Fuck
Like-
Todd.
There's one character in Game of Thrones who's the biggest piece of shit ever.
Is that like that pale kid?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
kid.
he's
Everyone
the
talks about that
biggest
one.
asshole ever.
Everyone
And
talks
when
about
he
that guy.
finally dies,
He dies.
yeah,
Alright.
when he finally dies,
There's no
like,
point in watching it now, I guess.
Shut up.
Spoiler.
like
Fuck.
like he gets poisoned at his own wedding, and he's like coughing a little bit, and he's just like, it's nothing. All of a sudden, blood starts coming out of his nose and mouth, and he
Is that
falls
what?
to the
Did he
ground.
get poisoned?
Yeah.
Oh
And, like,
yeah, I do
then
know
blood
that.
comes out of his ears and eyes and stuff
That's
like
awesome.
that, and he's like choking
It's
to death
like-
on his own.
It's
blood
like when
mucus.
it's just like having an overdose, like when Jane died in Breaking Bad, except times 10.
Times-
That's what it
yeah.
was.
and
in
he's
Game
just
of
like, because it was
Thrones.
so pleasurable to watch.
Yeah.
Like, and even
Like, die, you fucking piece of shit.
and it was funny because you want to know what Tyrion said like at his trial?
What?
Like he's just like, I'm not the one who killed that piece of shit, but I wish I did. Watching that little bastard die gave me 1,000 times more pleasure than a million lying whores. And
That's good.
I'm just like, wow,
That's a good
what
line
a
of
show.
dialogue.
That's good.
What a show.
That seems like a cool show, though. I'd like to watch
It is a great Game of Thrones is a
You know what's
great show.
another? I know none of you.
Would you
Well,
like to-
Will kind of watched it, but another show where a lot of the main characters die.
Sons of
or
Anarchy?
aren't. Yep, Sons of Anarchy.
Sons of
I
Anarchy.
could
People
not,
die in
I
that
could
show.
not,
People die in that
I
show
could
a
not
lot.
watch that show. I started watching the first couple episodes. I just
No.
got bored with it,
Yeah.
honestly.
That
Yeah.
show
I
gets
could s-
really
I-
fucked
I
up.
could see why people like it, though.
Yeah,
Where is that? On
it
Netflix?
takes
Netflix.
It's
Yeah.
on
like
Netflix,
I'd
yeah.
say by
How many
episode 4 you'd be hooked.
I gotta watch more. I gotta two shows to gotta keep watching.
I watched the
is
first 3 episodes.
American
and I'm
Horror
just like, I
Story.
should watch it, but just don't have
American
the time.
Horror Story and Twilight Zone.
Well, the
Those
thing
two
about
shows you
American
can
Horror
watch.
Story is that when we watched it, it was just that
We watched the
first
second
season-
episode first, and then the first.
Yeah,
and I'm like,
first.
we watched the second episode. I clicked start from beginning, and it started the second episode. I'm like, this makes no fucking sense. And my friend came.
Like
in
it
the middle
just
of
jumped into the
My
middle.
friend
of something.
came in like the middle of us watching it, and he's seen the show, so he's like, "Dude, why are you watching the second episode?" And we're like,
This
what?
is the first episode.
And then we went back, and we're like, "Oh, now everything makes sense." So yeah, what's really
We're
cool
kinda
about it?
fucked up.
What's really cool about it is how like it changes like every season. I hear.
It does, yeah, it does.
So
Yeah,
yeah,
it
that'd
And
be
it's
does.
really,
cool.
really
That'd be really
bizarre.
cool.
It's
That'd be
very
cool.
bizarre
That'd be
writing.
cool, though.
Very
yeah,
bizarre.
it's very crazy. I
It's
like
like
the
some-
show a lot.
it's
It's
like
my
some-
second favorite.
It's like some Guillermo del Toro kind of
It
shit.
is.
It is.
It is.
It's-
That's a good way to put it. Like
it-
Pan's Labyrinth.
It's
Yeah.
my second favorite show.
It's
ever.
creepy.
Yeah. I gotta
Prison
watch
Break.
that show.
Prison Break is now my favorite. I love Prison Break so
Mhm.
much. Like the amount, like
Is
the
it on
different-
Netflix?
It is
yeah,
on
it
Netflix,
is.
Okay.
yeah.
Like
I'll watch it.
the difference of the characters. Is
I gotta
amazing.
watch Better Call Saul, and I guess I'll
Yes,
watch Prison
You
Break
have to
now.
watch Better Call Saul.
Prison
I
Break.
heard,
You'll see. Michael
Dude,
Schofield
no,
is a
watch Better Call
genius.
Saul first. There's like
Yeah,
15.
there's one-
There's
there's
only
one
like
season, I know
15
that.
episodes.
Yeah.
So just watch
I heard
it.
Wentworth Miller's like really. Like,
I'm
best
on
part of
episode like
Prison Break.
7.
He's Michael
Mhm.
Schofield. He's so.
I
He's
was
a
watching
genius.
it on Netflix, like which is on Xbox.
I didn't know he was gay actually.
And I started watching it, and this fucking
Wentworth
kid
Miller,
keeps
yeah, the guy
messaging
who
me in
plays
the
him.
middle of
He's
it,
gay.
telling me to kill myself and
He-
shit.
He
So I'm
posted.
like, I tried
Oh
blocking
yeah,
him.
because you're on your brother's profile.
I know. I was on my brother's profile, so I kept trying to block him, and he kept messaging me. I'm like, fuck this. I don't want to keep interrupted. So I haven't watched it since. But I got it. That was like a week ago, I think. But I got to
Mhm.
keep watching it.
But yeah, for Prison Break, Michael Schofield, the main character, is a genius. He literally
Mhm.
gets the whole blueprint. This isn't a spoiler. It
Right,
literally
right.
tells you. He gets the whole blueprint to the entire prison, puts it on a design, and gets it tattooed all over his body.
Right.
He's a genius. He's so smart.
All right. You want to keep talking about Breaking Bad? 'Cause
I guess yeah, we can.
I got a lot. I got a lot
We
of
got.
stuff. to
Alright,
say.
We can
sure.
talk about a lot about Breaking Bad.
Let's see. Great characters. I
Oh my
liked-
god, yeah.
Yeah.
Gus.
They're-
Gus was great.
Gus
They-
was
they-
one of those villains where it's just like, I like you, but you're an asshole. Like he's
Yeah.
one of those.
The
No,
thing
villains.
he's
is-
like a likable villain. You
the
know,
thing
like,
is
he,
that
he shows a lot of hospitality
Yeah.
and stuff. Like when
He's such
you
a
don't-
calm man.
He's a calm guy. You don't really you can't really tell
You know-
he's a monster until he
You-
like snaps. And when he snaps,
You know what?
fucking-
Which
Like,
one?
remember when he
wait,
kills
which
that-
one's Gus
He
again?
snaps.
Remember when he
He's
kills
the,
that
he's
guy
like the,
in like
the
the,
With
black
box cutter.
Mexican
Yeah,
guy
with the
the
box cutter.
glasses.
Yeah.
He
and
always
he's
wears
just
like a
anything
suit and
as soon,
tie.
immediately after he
talks
kills him,
really
he looks at them
calm
and
all
goes
the time.
like,
He's got like gray hair.
No, I know.
yeah,
what
he
you
just
said.
he like slits his throat and he goes back. He turns around and
He's
he's
the
like,
owner
you
of
guys
Pollos
better get back to
Hermanos.
work.
Oh,
I know, he just-
yeah.
yeah,
He's like, yeah.
He like kills someone and then he just like goes right back to being calm. Which is
He's
Oh
just
yeah,
like-
when he kills his right hand guy, like with the box cutter.
Rico or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Victor, something.
as soon
Victor,
as-
that's his name.
As soon
Yeah,
as
he just
does it-
straight up kills him with a box cutter with like
Oof.
what he does is that Walt and Jesse just killed one of his friends that was
Gail.
gonna replace Walt when he kills
Gale,
Walt.
that's another
Gale, yeah, Gale.
Another
that's it.
character that didn't do anything.
But Gus walks down when Walt and Jesse are basically at gunpoint. He slowly takes his tie, his suit,
I
and,
know.
and his shirt
it's
off.
great
He
build-up.
puts on like a hazmat suit, grabs a
And then,
box
like, what
cutter,
are you
and
doing?
and you're thinking like, holy shit, he's gonna like fuck up Jesse or something.
But no, he kills the guy.
And then he just grabs his right hand guy and slowly slits his throat
Oof.
and just cold dead stare at Walt and Jesse, and they're like,
And blood's,
they look like they
pouring
just
everywhere.
shit
And
themselves.
blood's like pouring
and
everywhere.
immediately
and then
The reason
he-
why though is not only to scare them, but also because he fucked up the entire thing. Didn't do it as well as
Yeah.
Walt and Jesse.
yeah, and
It was
also,
also so slow. The
It
way he did it. It
was.
wasn't a quick.
I
It was
know,
like
it was.
nice
yeah, and
slow.
the I think the creepiest part about it was when he casually put his shit back on, walked back upstairs, and he just looked at him and said, "What are you doing? Get back to work."
I know. That's
That
what
was-
I'm saying.
Holy
That's
fuck!
what I'm saying. Like he was
Holy
really.
fuck!
He's so
the-
calm though.
like yeah, you don't know he's a monster until you actually like work with
Until
him
he
or something
until he like loses it.
yeah.
And he's really you see that with the cops too, because he like does all this stuff for the cops, like
He
with
does
He, like,
charities.
does
donations and
charity.
charity
remember when
stuff.
Hank got
and when
shot?
even when they investigate him, he has like all the answers like without even
Yeah.
flinching.
If
which is
there's
amazing.
if there's anything that Breaking Bad and Sons of Anarchy have taught me is that anybody could be corrupt.
really,
Anybody.
Literally.
Wait, how did Gus die
he's got
again?
to stay.
he
got-
Got exploded. All right, that's my one problem because it was the stupidest way ever. He got.
He
fucking-
was it was the uncle to the twins that got
That's
murdered.
another great
Hector
character.
Salamanca.
That's another great character that I want to talk about. But
Hector,
first,
yeah.
Mm.
Anyway, so Hector is basically confined to a wheelchair. For those of you who haven't seen this series,
and he was
and
his enemy.
He's Tuco's
pretty
uncle.
he's Tuco's uncle, and Gus has
Oh,
like
now
a
I
cyanide needle, and he's about to kill him. And he's like, "I want you to look at me, Hector. And if you don't look at me, I'm gonna kill you." And when Hector looks at him, like he blinks his eye, and he starts ringing this bell. And on
That's how
his
he
wheelchair
communicates.
is a strap to his wheelchair is a bunch of C4.
Yeah.
And Gus looks at it and he's like, "No!" And then blows,
Blows up. Kills him. kills the
his-
guy.
No,
who
Gus
came with it,
walked
and
out
then
first.
Gus. No, that's what I'm saying. And then no, I mean kills Hector. And then Gus walks out with like half his face gone and just adjusts his time, and he's like, "Oh shit, I forgot I'm supposed to die." And then he just falls to his knees and fucking dies.
Yeah, he
which is
adju-
stupid as shit.
That's the one moment in
That's the one
Breaking
point I'm
Bad
like,
where
oh.
it just completely goes balls to the wall.
At that
I'm
point,
like,
I'm just
what
like,
the
"Come the
was
fuck
that?
on." That's another thing. You want to talk about Walking Dead spoilers real quick?
Yeah,
'Cause
sure, let's talk about The Walking
Keith's been
Dead.
talking to me about it. Like Carl gets shot in the eye, like from a couple feet away, and he just turns like,
Dad?
and then he just falls to his
Yeah.
knees. And I'm like, you can't survive that.
I'm
fucking
like, I
kidding
thought
me?
he was
Fucking
dead.
It's like he's like 2 feet away. He shoots the kid right in the eye. Your eye's not gonna stop.
Is
the
it like a
fucking bullet.
hand cannon?
Yeah, your eye's
Too?
not gonna
It's
From
stop.
what
like
I've
the
heard,
fucking
it
bullet.
literally it went in and somehow went.
That's
It
bullshit.
like turned at the last
you'd
second.
No,
What is he, Magneto?
No, you'd see like
You'd see blood here.
you'd
on
see
the
like
side.
blood on the side of his face where the bullet came out, but no, you didn't see that. It was just like lodged in his eye socket. That's bullshit. You can't-
Coral.
Yeah.
They're people, Coral.
I know. I stopped watching.
Your
I
eye, Coral.
I stopped watching The Walking Dead because
Yeah, me too.
it killed too many characters that I grew to like, and then just added too many new ones, and then they were gone. That's my problem with it.
I never watched Walking Dead.
I watched up to like
Yeah.
the beginning of season 3.
Breaking-
Look at that. Look at that. You can't survive that.
Well, yeah, look at
He's
that.
showing that.
I'm
There's
showing
a
I'm
picture.
showing
That'll
them
be,
a picture.
you know what? That's gonna be the background picture. For us, right
All
now.
right, sure, why not?
It's gonna be the
Spoiler
background
alert.
Should I,
As soon
should I
as you
take
click.
Snapchat, send it to you or something like that?
picture. Send it to Eric because he does the editing.
Sure.
so.
we can keep going.
Are we gonna rely on Eric to edit this?
It's getting long.
Probably, yeah. I can email it to him.
Alright, well,
We're
we're at-
officially at an hour.
Oh boy!
Hour-
Yay! All right, you want to talk
Yeah.
about Breaking Bad a little bit?
An hour
and then
Yes,
each.
sure.
Wrap it up. Another great thing about Breaking Bad is Hector Salamanca, like I talked about. He's really threatening. But John, why are your pants off?
I've been sitting here the whole time without my pants on.
Are
Why?
you serious?
What the
Yeah,
fuck? Why?
God damn it.
I'm more
Fucking
comfortable.
Christ, really? What the fuck is wrong with you?
All right,
You're
go
in my
on.
house. What the fuck are you doing?
Let's
You're-
talk about
you're sitting
more
next
about
to
this
me
old
for
man
fucking-
who
Fine,
rings a
I'll
bell
pull
on a
him off.
wheelchair.
No, I
while
want to
John
talk
has his
about
pants
this now.
on.
What the fuck? Why did you have your pants
It's
off?
more comfortable.
It's more. Why are you wearing long
I've got pants on. I've got pants on.
It's like 65 degrees down here.
I left my
Yeah.
shorts at home.
Well, no. He's really a threatening villain for someone who doesn't talk at all.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Who has just a bell?
He just has a bell, but he's a really great actor.
Yeah.
The part where he warns, what's his name about the burrito thing? How they
Tuco.
put pills in
Yes,
the burrito,
yeah.
Tuco?
It was clever.
Yeah, that
It's
was
clever writing.
That was clever.
It has one of the best scripts
Tuco
of
was
any
great.
show.
Tuco was great too. I think he got killed off. way
Breaking
too
Bad
early.
has some of the best
I think
writing on
Tuco
television.
Got
Yeah,
killed
if
off.
not the
Tuco got
best.
killed off way too early. I wanted to see more of him, so I'm glad.
Oh, yeah.
I'm glad he came back for Better Call Saul, but I hear he's only there for one episode, which wasn't enough for me.
which
I love
sucks.
Tuco. He's a great actor.
Yeah, he is.
You know, he reminds me of our friend George. Who
I was about to say.
exactly like George.
I was thinking as soon as you mentioned Tuco, I'm like, so someone's gonna talk about the fact that he looks
exactly
like
like
George,
George, and he acts just like him too.
right? Oh my god, yeah. Except he's on meth.
He snaps a lot,
Mhm.
like that.
Like for no goddamn
he'll
reason.
be on the podcast.
Our
soon
friend,
enough.
he'll be on the podcast eventually, but right now he's in Amish country.
He is,
right
yeah.
now.
Actually, that's not a lie. He is. So if we did the podcast,
Because
there,
Matt texted him and called him earlier, and he got no response.
Actually, he did respond
Oh, he did?
earlier. Yeah.
what
What
did
did
he
he
say?
say?
He took his dog to the vet.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
all right. Well,
I
yeah.
I haven't seen him in a while though.
Yeah.
Oh,
I haven't
yeah,
seen him
He's a
since
busy
the day-
kid. He's got 5 AP
I
classes.
know he does. Yeah,
Jesus, he must be one smart motherfucker.
not really, but I don't know how we got
He's
that.
school smart, not
School
street
smart, not
Common
No,
smart.
that's what I
sense
mean.
smart.
In school, he's smart, but we all know George in
He's a
real
fucking
life.
idiot.
He's an idiot. George, if you're listening to this,
That's what it is.
you're an idiot.
That's what's
I'm
up.
sorry.
Like
We love you, man.
That's
we love
real-
you, George, but
Alright,
you're an idiot.
that's proof that being smart in school is not the same as being smart in real life.
It's
Like
very
it's completely
true.
different.
It's
Yeah, it's
totally
completely
different between common sense and book
I know.
smarts.
Yes,
You need a
I'm
balance.
not-
You need a balance of both of them.
I'm not
but
smart.
He's just like book smarts is like up here, and school smarts is like down.
I'd
here.
rather be average in both than
I
really
know.
good at one, and really bad.
I'm not
at the
that.
other.
I'm not the brightest in school. I'm not. I'm going to admit it. I'm not the smartest in any of my classes.
I'd rather be good at
But
common sense than
I
book
know.
smarts.
I know shit in real life. I know how shit can go.
Yeah,
So
I'd rather be good at common sense than book smarts. I mean,
Yeah,
that's
me
more
too.
useful.
Oh, so let me ask you this: do you think it was about Breaking Bad? It was
Oh, okay.
Do you think there is any other way you can imagine that show ending?
No,
No.
I think it ended perfectly.
Yeah.
it ended well.
And
That's the best
Jesse,
ending they put
Jesse
possibly
riding
done.
away and Walt
Yeah.
dying was perfect.
Okay, like I said, I want to see Todd die more. That was great, but
but when he did die,
Bring him back with the Dragon Balls and
Perfect
kill him
ending.
again.
his
Perfect
uncle.
ending.
I forget his uncle's name.
Uncle
but
Jack,
Uncle Jack.
the
yeah.
Nazi.
And yeah, because he had the
People
the
said they were-
swastika tattooed on his shoulder, right?
yeah,
And like
Yeah, the swastika thing on his neck.
yeah.
like on
Anyways,
his-
so
yeah,
when,
Adam's
when
apple.
Walt shows up to their house with the M60 in his car, and when it goes off,
I
it
know.
kills everybody.
I love the way
And
Uncle
Jack
Jack
is
dies.
just like looking at Walt. He's like, "Wait, I got your money. and then Walter just shoots him in the face.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
like, shut
Jack,
the fuck up.
Jack just puts his cigarette back in his mouth. He's like, I got your money. And you just see his brain splatter on the screen.
That was satisfying.
Like, I'm just like, yeah. Walt's just like, yeah, I don't give a fuck about my money.
That was great.
Yeah.
I want to see more Badger too. He's my favorite character.
Badger's hilarious.
Badger was my favorite character.
Badger and
Yeah.
Skinny Pete were
Funny as
fucking.
shit.
Remember that one scene when Walt
Like,
threatened those two
Zoink
guys?
Scoob.
That's what he looks like.
Dude, when Walt threatened those two guys, and it was really just Skinny Pete and Badger with laser pointers.
Yeah.
He's
Oh
like,
yeah,
That was
he's like,
awesome.
I
he
hired
threatened.
two of the best assassins in the Midwest, and it was just Skinny Pete and Badger with laser
That's
pointers.
awesome. I love
Yeah,
that.
when he threatened his
they're just
his
like-
coworkers, the people who made that big company that he helped come up with, but
Yeah.
he didn't want to go with it.
It's like gray and white or
I like
something.
how-
Gray and
I like how
white.
he's.
Gray.
Gray
I like how
matter.
they're just like,
Gray matter.
I don't feel
That's the
good
company.
about this, and he hands him $100,000. He's just like, how about now? They're like, yeah, we feel good about this.
Yeah. My favorite Badger moment was when he got like he was talking to that undercover cop who was like trying to sell him drugs.
Oh yeah.
And he's in the room like do you want to go to jail? And it's like I don't want to be lied to anymore. It's
Like
something
Badger's
that.
so dumb,
Badger's
but
great.
he's
I
so
love Badger.
funny.
I love Badger. He's so funny.
He's hilarious.
I want to see a sequel series, Breaking Badger.
Badger.
I'm really glad Better Call Saul's on though. I'm
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's good. Shit.
I
It
think
fills the void that Breaking Bad left because
Yeah.
after you're finished with the show, you're like still attached to the characters and you want to see
Yeah,
more.
exactly.
And this sort of gives it. To
Better Call Saul like does a great job.
Saul Goodman's a good character too.
Saul Goodman is a great.
He's
yeah,
good
you know
comic
what's
relief.
also really great about I think about every Breaking Bad villain except Uncle Jack because he's just a fucking racist psychopath piece of shit of
Yeah.
a human being.
Fucking Todd.
Everybody
I like
else
him the most.
basically has a motivation for what they're
Yeah.
doing, and it's
Todd's-
understandable.
You know what? Todd's a great villain. More than I think about it, he's like really he's the scariest one honestly because he talks about like killing a kid like he just like stepped on someone's foot like oops sorry I
Like
don't
it's
know
all
what to
just
tell
part
you.
of the
That's
That's what
business.
it's like. That's what it's like.
It's part
He's
of the
like,
it's part of the job.
and he talks so innocently to his uncle like Uncle Jack we can get the money for this.
His
you know?
uncle's a fucking Nazi.
And his uncle's a fucking Nazi that keeps people prisoner and kills people for a living. You know.
Yeah.
He was so young too.
He was.
Todd.
He was like in his. That's
20s.
Early
what's also
20s.
scary because he's so young. And
Imagine
he's
if
like
he had
he's
lived.
just like a great unlikable villain. Not just like
Yeah.
unlikable for the sake of being unlikable, but like interesting too.
Yeah.
That's what's great.
Every actor in that show deserved a
That's great.
Grammy.
Honestly, yeah.
Really, they do.
Uh-huh.
Special. Bryan Cranston deserved like 20 Grammys.
Well,
For
He
that
got
show.
one for every
Grammys.
season.
Wait, did you say Grammys?
What? No,
It's like-
God damn it.
it's
never mind.
music.
Fuck.
Fuck.
I fucked up.
Yeah.
But
What do you want?
I think Bryan Cranston won an award for every
He did.
season.
He did.
He did, and
He
he deserved
deserved
that. And so did Aaron
Such a
Paul.
good
You know, Aaron
actor.
Paul's not even an actor.
He
He's
really
not.
he's
He's
not.
not. He just talked normally. That's how he talks.
Huh?
It's interesting.
Like, him. I'm
You
not sure
know-
if you watch BoJack Horseman, but he is
No.
hilarious in that show.
Who?
Like
Aaron
Aaron
Paul.
Paul. Yeah.
Oh, he's in BoJack Horseman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He kind of wrote the show. So yeah.
Yeah.
It's-
BoJack Horseman is Family Guy for depressed people. That's
Yeah.
what it's like. It's not funny. It's just like, oh, my life sucks, and everyone's like, wow, I can relate
Aaron-
to this. This is awesome.
Aaron Paul did it for like extra money after
It
Breaking Bad.
fucking sucks. I hate it.
He only did it to pass time.
It's
really.
ugly as shit too to watch. It's
Mhm.
so horrible. It's just like, oh man, my life sucks. And
It's
I like
such
you know,
depressing.
my life
You know
sucks.
what
I love
sucks?
drinking it. Everyone's like, oh my god, this is so deep. I love this
Relatable.
show.
What was the
Yeah.
last movie Bryan Cranston was in? Was it
Godzilla.
Godzilla?
Godzilla, I
That was
think.
like 2 years ago.
No,
I'm
that was
gonna
like a
look
year
that
ago.
up.
Year.
He was so
It was
important.
2014.
They made it look like he was so important in that,
I
and he
want-
only lived.
okay,
like
He
listen.
was the
20 minutes.
voiceover in pretty much all the trailers.
I wanted Bryan Cranston to live and his son to die because his son was so uninteresting, but his father had like a
Yeah,
reason for
Aaron
doing stuff.
Taylor Johnson played his son.
Who gives a shit? That kid was a terrible
He was a
actor.
fucking Terminator. He
When
was
he
just
fucking-
a robot.
Okay, look, he fucking like his dad dies. He's like, Dad, oh no, and he's
And he
just,
rubbed
like, rubbing
his face.
He's rubbing his
He was
face
in
like
Kung
no.
Fu Panda
Like,
3.
are you fucking
Who?
kidding me?
What?
Bryan
Bryan
Cranston?
Cranston.
Who was he?
I don't fucking know. Hold on.
The panda.
He's Poe's dad. Oh my
I
god.
think he was actually.
Are there any
Oh,
other
is he
characters?
really?
Because I saw Kung Fu Panda 3 a couple weeks ago. My girlfriend dragged me along to see it. 'Cause
Why?
I didn't mind
Are you
because
dating a 12-year-old? Like what the fuck?
What?
No, she I mean, we're all gonna go see Finding Dory. I'm pretty sure it's the
I
same
love
thing.
I love Pixar though. I gotta
Anyway,
agree
so
with that.
I saw the first two. I'm just like, yeah, fuck it. I'll see the third one.
You know what I want to see?
It was actually not bad.
You know
Believe it
what?
or not, I'm good. I'm not gonna lie. Kung Fu Panda 3
People
was actually
say
not
that
bad.
overall
say-
Kung Fu Panda as a trilogy isn't
I hate,
bad.
I hate DreamWorks though. Every DreamWorks movie is like, hey, I'm a giraffe, but I
Dream-
know what Twitter and Lady
It-
Gaga
yeah.
are. They're just a bunch of animals making
Anyway, so, like-
references. Once in a while they come up with something good, but mostly it's just that.
Well, Kung Fu Panda doesn't make any pop culture references.
Well, no, it has
No,
like
it
a lot. It has like a lot of stuff like, oh yeah, I'm really cool and a great kung fu fighter, but I like eating too. Haha, you know, like that. I didn't laugh once.
It's
during
Jack Black humor.
I love Jack Black though. It's worse than.
Have
Jack
you
Black
seen
humor.
Jack Black recently? I saw him in a commercial. He looks like a child predator.
Yep.
Like he's got long hair
him
and just a
alone.
mustache.
Leave him
Bryan
alone.
Cranston.
No
played
offense, but he
Post-Dad,
does
so
look like a
yes.
member of the Sex Offender Shuffle.
Leave
in
him
the YouTube
alone.
video.
I love Jack Black.
I know he's great.
Stop it.
Bryan Cranston
So-
played Post Dad in Kung Fu
I
Panda.
called it.
Yeah, I figured.
Anyway,
Oh my
so-
lord.
That's
Like
weird.
I
I didn't
said,
think it was his
At
voice.
first, my girlfriend's just like,
Because-
come on, let's go see Kung Fu Panda 3. I'm like, really? Because
Yeah.
there are a bunch of other shit that we can watch.
Yeah.
And then when I actually walked
We
out of the
watched Paint
movie,
Dry.
I'm just like,
Yeah.
when I-
You watched Paint Dry.
when I actually got out of the movie, I'm just like, this actually wasn't that bad. I was like, I'm actually glad I kind of saw it
Yeah.
because it was actually pretty
It's-
good.
That's
Ooh, you
kinda-
know something?
I can't see myself
The
saying
problem is
that.
that it kind of
It-
sucks because Bryan Cranston is, honest to God, one of the best,
Best actors
actors
ever.
Honestly.
and he's in.
You know,
He's really not in
you
a
wanna
lot
talk
of
about,
stuff.
You want to talk about animated movies? Remember The Good
The
Dinosaur?
Astros Yankee. Oh,
The Good Dinosaur? How it fucking bombed.
Oh my
Holy
God.
shit! I wonder, like, how did that happen?
Oh my!
Why,
Did
you
it
know
even
that?
make
That
its
was a
money
Pixar
back?
movie, right?
It was a Pixar movie. No, it was like
Jesus.
it barely made its money back. Actually, no, I don't even think it did.
Hold on, I'll
Because
look
they had
that
to
up.
pay off the actors and they had to pay off the.
Okay, the
Everybody.
thing about it is like a movie has to make like
Yeah,
twice its
yeah,
budget
twice
to
its
even
budget
get
to
any,
even-
make any money because they got to pay all the theaters and like all the actors. All that goes to the theaters and actors, and to pay everyone
And the
else who made the movies,
advertisements.
pay everyone else who made the movie. They got to get like at least twice of that,
Yeah.
at least.
Yeah, it's pretty rough.
All right,
Yeah.
let's see how much this movie.
But this was a
cost
Pixar
and
movie,
how
and I
much
heard it was
made.
actually pretty good, but it fucking bombed.
Yeah.
This is the first ever bomb by Pixar.
Okay.
Cars 2 even made money back. Everyone hates that movie.
Okay,
Cars
the,
3's coming.
Okay, let's see.
the movie costs $305 million to make.
No,
and it
dude,
made-
no, that's
Oh, no,
the,
no,
that's
that's
the
wrong
box
thing.
office.
Never mind, that's
the
wrong.
budget.
The budget was between 175 to 200 million, and the box office was 300 million.
So yeah, it bombed.
It bombed, yeah.
Yeah.
It had to make 400 million to even make any money, so it bombed. I didn't even think it looked that bad, but I didn't see it.
I
Yeah,
didn't
I
watch it.
Yeah.
I didn't either.
Inside Out was great though, and I'm glad I saw
I
that.
didn't-
Inside Out was
was
a
fucking
huge.
amazing.
Inside Out was a huge hit earlier that year, and then later that year they released that movie, and no one saw it.
I didn't see Inside Out.
Inside
I'm not
Out.
really.
Me and him literally watched it because we were bored.
It
It
was
was
Inside
so
Out-
It
good.
was such a good movie.
Inside Out cost 170 million to make, and it made 850.
I
million
know.
in the box
Look
office.
at that. Like,
That's
are you kidding
crazy.
me?
But then you look at like Frozen and stuff like that. That makes search Frozen.
Frozen was like the top grossing.
I'm not gonna
movie.
lie. I saw Frozen
Movie.
for the first time.
Top
a
grossing
couple
animated
I
months
think it's
ago.
in like the top 20 highest grossing movies of all
It's the
time.
highest grossing animated movie. I know that.
That's
It
really
is.
Frozen wasn't even that good.
That's really
Eh,
honestly.
Pulp Fiction.
in my
probably
opinion,
a lot,
I'm not
right?
gonna lie.
I don't think it's one of the highest grossing.
Pulp
Well, because it
Fiction.
came out
Pulp
so
Fiction?
long ago.
Yeah.
Okay, you know what's weird? What I always think about, like how Avatar is the
Oh my
highest grossing
God.
movie of all time, and everyone's like, yeah, it was okay. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Avatar was good.
Everyone was like, yeah.
I mean, I saw it when I was like in 5th grade. I was like, it looked good.
It ranges from like to like, oh, it was fucking terrible.
Okay, so
It's never higher. than that.
like a 3-hour message of saving the environment.
That's what it
well,
was.
it is.
I thought
That's
it
what
was
it was.
decent.
It looked good.
so
It
Frozen
looked good for the time, but now it looks like really dated.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it does.
And it's
'Cause
only- it was
this
only
is-
like
came out
fi-
2009.
It was only 5 years ago, though.
They didn't even get that good of actors in that
I know,
movie.
really. And
They got
it's
Sam Worthington, who was in
That's
like
really it.
3 Call
They
of
got
Duty
Sigourney
games.
so
Weaver.
fucking weird how that's the highest grossing movie of all time. Like, I always think about that. I think Star Wars is going to beat it pretty soon.
So
though.
Frozen.
Oh yeah, I think it has beat it by now.
No, I think
No,
it's,
it hasn't.
it's,
It hasn't.
it's projected to
It
beat it.
hasn't?
Projected to
No.
beat it.
It's projected to beat it.
So Frozen, it cost 150 million, and it made 1.276 billion dollars.
Yeah.
So
Holy
more than
shit.
10 times what it cost.
Yeah.
about
I was
That's
gonna say
great.
it definitely made over 10 times.
Oh, can
I
we
know.
talk about Deadpool?
Avatar.
I heard it's fantastic.
I haven't seen.
I
it.
want
I
to
haven't
see it
seen it
so
yet.
bad.
I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah.
Avatar.
Just
Um,
wait a little bit.
Let's see. Hold on. Let's see how much Avatar costs.
I know it made over.
I'm gonna
like,
check
$2 billion.
Avatar, and then I'm gonna check Star Wars to
Yeah.
see
I-
what Star Wars is.
I
at.
don't think I've heard a really negative review about Deadpool yet.
Yeah.
Alright,
I
Avatar.
heard
haven't
it's
seen it
great.
yet.
I want to
Avatar
see it
costs
so bad.
Avatar cost 246 million to make, and it made 2.788 billion dollars.
I know.
Wow.
That's a lot.
And Star Wars: The Force
Star Wars is
Awakens.
projected to beat it. I know that.
Yeah.
I know, definitely.
I know it just beat.
Speaking of Star Wars, let's talk about Ryan Johnson directing Episode 8. And Ryan
Ooh,
Johnson,
that's a good thing.
I
Ryan-
know
for
nothing
those of you
about
that don't
Star
know
Wars
what
while
he-
back
what-
What's
then.
that? No,
for those of you that
Ryan
don't know-
Johnson.
for those of you that doesn't know that what Ryan Johnson has done, he's directed half the Breaking Bad series, and he's directed Looper, which
And
is
like-
arguably one of the best movies I've seen in the last 5
And
years.
like I've said, I think that's a good thing to have under your belt, but I think that's the wrong tone for Star Wars.
Well, I mean, Empire Strikes Back is
Especially-
pretty fucking dark.
especially after the last one. But the last one took itself so like didn't really take itself that seriously, except
Well-
for like a few moments.
Well, the thing about Star Wars
But I
Episode
feel like
7,
I feel like the next one is just gonna take itself way too
Okay.
seriously.
Star
next
Wars
So-
Episode
sorry.
7, it reminded me of like a Marvel movie.
That's what I said.
Like
Yeah.
the balance
Like
of
Aven-
humor
like
and
Avengers.
seriousness.
Exactly, yeah.
It was like the Avengers.
but it's done way better, I think.
Okay, so
Way
here's
better. I don't
here's-
really care for Marvel movies, but I think.
Well, you love Guardians.
I love Guardians. That's it.
Here's what-
I'm
I'm
Other
so hyped
Marvel-
for Guardians.
Other
2.
Marvel movies, I'm like glad I saw, but I never would watch. I would never watch them again, except for Guardians.
What about Civil War? I mean, not Civil War. Winter Soldier.
Not Winter Soldier. I'm just. It's like that. That's one of the things. It's like I'm glad I saw Winter Soldier,
And
but I
then-
never see it again. I'm glad I saw Avengers 2: Age of Ultron, but I never see it again. I'm
Mhm.
glad I saw Ant-Man. I think we saw.
No, we didn't see
What,
Ant-Man.
what did we see? What else did we see?
We saw.
We saw Iron Man, third one, I think.
Yeah, we
saw
saw
Iron Man
Iron Man 3.
Iron Man, like I'm glad I saw that. Never watched it again. But Guardians of the Galaxy was the only great one that I saw.
Sorry
that
to
I would
interrupt
definitely
you, but like
that I
now
definitely
since we're
watched.
talking about like directors for Star Wars, Colin Trevorrow, and for those of you who don't know, Colin Trevorrow directed 3 movies that I never heard of, and Jurassic World, and he's directing Episode 9 of Star Wars. What do you guys
Yeah.
think of that?
I don't know. Jurassic World was okay.
okay, but it made a shit.
Actually, no. Jurassic
made
World was like
$1
Jurassic World
It's
was
like the third highest
Jurassic
grossing
World
or
was
fourth.
Jurassic
the
World
fourth.
was good, not great, but like good, great.
as your first
as
like
a-
major
great-
directorial
no,
debut.
great as like a first directorial debut, and compared to all the other sequels for Jurassic Park.
Oh yeah,
Absolutely.
god damn.
But now you're up even higher than that because now you got the weight of Star Wars on your shoulders.
I know.
And you got to finish.
That's a lot of pressure.
And it's the last Star Wars movie we're ever gonna get.
Yeah.
So that's a lot of pressure on someone's shoulders.
Well, not ever, but you know.
Well, I mean,
Probably
In
not.
this,
Chronologically.
in this
Let's
new
face it,
trilogy,
like
yeah.
30 years down the road,
Yeah.
they're gonna come out with
Yeah,
new
they're gonna
movies.
come out with more. J.J. Abrams, though, no one had any high expectations for
speaking
him
of
either.
all right, speaking of
No,
Star
I
has-
have great expectations for JJ.
Well, not really, because people are like, what's he done? He's done like Super 8 and Star Trek, and they're like, eh.
Well, Star Trek is basically Star Wars. It's
They're
not
like,
that
eh.
much different.
Well, no, well, a lot
In
of people
Star
are
Trek-
mad at you
sci-fi
saying that.
adventure, yeah.
The past 2 Star Trek movies have been phenomenal.
Yeah, that's true.
And he's making a third one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
so this is
Calm
what
down,
Star
man.
Wars is
Don't
looking
worry
at.
about it.
This is what Star
I
Wars
feel
is
like
looking
now
at
that
It'll be
against.
fine.
This is what Star Wars is looking at against Avatar. It costs $50 million less to make, so it was
Yeah.
cheaper than Avatar.
Yeah.
Wow.
And it's $700 million.
And it looks better.
Yeah, and they made practical
They
effects.
used practical
That's probably
effects too.
why.
It's great.
And it's $700 million behind Avatar.
Yeah.
Wow.
700 million? Oh, it's definitely gonna beat that.
Oh yeah, hell
no
yeah.
problem.
It's made $2.31 billion so
It's
far.
officially
No
been out for
problem.
2 months. That's it. That's,
Not even.
Yeah.
It needs
little over a month,
$700.
No, it came out
needs
December
700
18th, and now it's February 20th.
Oh,
So it's
really?
been out
Okay.
for 2 months.
Oh, okay.
It took
Pretty
Avatar,
much on the dot.
It took Avatar.
I thought it came out Christmas.
No, yeah,
No,
it came out the week
December-
before Christmas.
Oh, the week
December
before.
18th.
Okay.
Week before Christmas.
Yeah, that's what I said.
It
Yeah.
took Avatar. Well,
Week before Christmas, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I said.
it took Avatar 4 or 5 months to make the amount of money it's made today, and it's been about
2 months for Star
about 2
Wars.
months for Star Wars.
No contest,
and
Yeah.
so it's got another like 2 months at least before it's out of theaters.
dude.
Yeah.
But adjusted for inflation, I think Gone with the Wind is the highest grossing.
Gone with the Wind, yeah, is the highest.
Yeah.
I've checked for adjusted inflation, and
And that's the important thing, because like money changes over time.
By the way, those who are curious, I still haven't seen Southpaw.
Oh yeah, fucking Keith is gonna be mad.
I like rom coms. I'll say
Thanks,
I really
John.
like rom coms.
All
all right.
right.
So the highest grossing. All right, I'm gonna look up the highest grossing movies right now, and the highest grossing movies for inflation. I'm gonna see what you guys think.
Yeah. okay.
Just keep talking while
Let's
I
talk
find it.
about the top 10.
Yeah,
all right?
sure. Let
Then,
me just.
then we'll start wrapping it up because we've gone like
Yeah,
we're like an hour and 20 minutes right
All
now.
right, the top 10
Record
right
time.
now.
Okay.
In order are Avatar, Titanic, Star Wars: The Force Awakens.
And that's probably gonna go up.
Oh,
'cause it's
shit,
still in
what
theater.
happened?
What'd you do?
Oh damn
Oh,
it!
there we go.
Oh,
And
never
the
mind.
thing about Star Wars is it's still in theater, so it's probably gonna go.
Yeah.
up.
It's still in theaters. Jurassic World, The Avengers, Furious 7, which doesn't deserve to be up there.
It doesn't. It was a good
Absolutely
movie though.
not.
Avengers: Age of Ultron, Harry Potter and Deathly Hallows Part 2, Frozen, and Iron Man 3. Those are the
Wow.
top 10.
Frozen?
Iron Man 3? Really?
Yeah,
Oh
Iron
my
Man
god,
3.
the next one's Minions.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck that.
We're not gonna go past the top 10. But
Come on,
number
Kyle,
11 is
banana.
Minions.
Kill me.
So what do you guys think of that top 10 list?
I
Some
haven't
deserve,
seen half of
others
them.
don't. Like Minions doesn't.
Furious
Fuck
7
Minions.
does.
That's-
Furious 7 doesn't. Jurassic World, I'd say.
Furious 7, it was just for the ending.
Yeah, really.
The ending, that's the only reason
The
people
only
watch
reason it made $1 billion
That's
is
the-
Paul Walker did
I know.
it. That's the only reason
It
why
was a
made so much
publicity stunt. Paul Walker's really alive in Cancun.
it. There's nothing there.
Chilling
He's
on,
hiding with
Oh, there is?
Tupac.
He's chilling on a beach chair next to Tupac. He's not dead.
All right. So
Fuck that.
You know
These
they actually
are-
cut
And
away.
Amelia
And
Earhart.
John Morrison.
I gotta say
Jim
that
Morrison.
that,
My
that
bad.
last part was really good.
all right, the highest.
The last scene was the only thing I remember from that movie, though. That's it.
Oh,
All right,
no.
here are the highest grossing.
What if they played that instead of Wiz
That's it.
Khalifa?
Yeah, that's it.
They have Wiz Khalifa.
they
What
cut
if
off-
they're driving and I sees him smashing a tree?
I know they cut off right before he smashed into the wall and killed himself.
Oh,
All right,
dude.
so-
Oh, he needs some milk.
When you try your best, but you don't.
Yeah, that's it.
All right, so these are the top 10 movies adjusted for inflation. Number 1 is Gone with the Wind.
Yep.
Number 2 is Avatar.
Wow.
Number 3
still.
is Star Wars: A New Hope.
Yeah.
Number 4 is Titanic. Number 5 is The Sound of Music. Number 6 is E.T. Number 7 is The Ten Commandments. Number 8 is Dr. Zhivago. Number 9 is Jaws, and number 10 is Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs.
That absolutely deserves.
I don't know what Doctors.
I don't know.
I don't know what that is
But I've
either.
seen all those other movies, and they're fucking great. And except for Avatar, and they deserve to be up
What
there.
about Ten Commandments? I've never seen.
I've seen Ten Commandments, and that's pretty good.
That's
It's an old movie about like most stuff. It's shot really
And for a
well.
movie that came out in the 30s, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs is actually really good.
It's really well animated, I gotta say.
Especially for one that came out in 37.
Yeah, 37, I couldn't believe.
Gone with
that.
the
I thought
Wind
it was-
came out in 39.
Yeah.
It's according
Still
to
the
this,
highest grossing.
the highest grossing movie
That was
ever.
you know what's weird though? That's during the Great Depression. It's still
Yeah,
the
it
highest
is.
grossing.
Yeah.
That's weird.
It made so much money.
Controversial even. Dun dun dun.
Oh yeah, because there was a black lady in there. you
Oh,
know.
further.
Oh shit.
Star Wars Episode 4 definitely deserves to
Yep.
be up there.
Everything
That's number
else.
3.
Everything else deserves to be. I'm glad it's.
Apart from Avatar, which
and
is
really
number 2.
adjusted for inflation is the only thing that matters when
Yeah.
it comes to
Yeah.
talking about how much money a movie makes.
And I'm going to assume like movies like Star Wars and like Furious 7 like nowhere near like,
Yeah.
the amount of
Not
money for these guys.
nowhere near with the amount of money or the quality.
Yeah,
Well,
exactly.
I'd say
Opposite quality.
that about wraps it up.
Yeah,
I'm predicting Furious 8 to do awful.
Shut the
Yeah.
fuck up. Oh, awful. I thought you meant...
Unless they
Shut
kill,
the fuck up. That's the best movie.
unless they kill Vin Diesel.
Aren't they already
Yeah.
planning Furious 9 or
I
something?
know.
They
What
are.
the fuck? All
Like,
right.
stop!
I know,
Stop
he
making
died.
these movies!
This would have
Don't cancel. We have to say
Vin,
goodbye.
move on!
stop
You're
shaking-
Groot
dude,
now.
Stop hitting the table. You're gonna shake the mic.
Dumbass. Anyway, so...
Listen. One more thing before we go. I think they should have just left it when Paul Walker died.
yeah, they should have.
They should have.
Now they need Vin Diesel
Now
to
it's
kill
just like
himself.
disrespectful. I think. But
That about wraps up
Who
our
is
podcast
gonna?
for
Are
this
they
week.
just gonna say he's like away on
yeah,
vacation?
that's it. he's on a
He's
farm.
at the farm.
He's at a farm. Yeah.
It'll be Vin Diesel trying to
Vin
say
Diesel
something.
ran him over with his car, and,
He's
and
gonna
he
try-
tells his kids like, "Oh God, your dog's at the farm. I mean, Paul Walker's at the farm. Trust me."
Your
Paul
dad's
Walker's at the
farm.
great.
Yeah.
Alright,
Great.
that about-
They
Alright,
need, but they need to
Shut the
zoom
fuck
in on
up!
it.
That
That
about wraps
whoa.
up our podcast, really, for today.
Wow.
Don't look at me like that.
Speaking of the guy that was fucking stretching it for 20 minutes.
welcome. I'm sorry. Goodbye, goodbye,
It's been a long hour and a half.
goodbye to the Elusive Sasquatch podcast,
Episode
episode 4. That about wraps it up.
You said
3.
3 in the beginning.
Fuck!
I'm Kyle.
I'm Will.
I'm John.
And I'm Matt.
All right.
John with no H.
We thank you very much for watching.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.